afternoon, Kabaddi family. Welcome to the Yuva Andra Championship, a feeder into the Telugu Kabaddi League. Well, ever since this tournament started, we've seen a lot take place, and now we're getting an idea of how things stand. And let's look at how today's four-game header has started off. Amravati Crushers got back to winning ways as they beat the informed Vijayanagaram Ninjas. After that, Vizag Commandos Bhimavaram Guardians, a massive game, and that resulted in a tie, the first tie of the season that we got to witness. Soon after that, the match we're going to witness, match number 35, Krishna defenders Kakinada Kraken live at 3:45 p.m. And after this, we will have one more game to conclude the day. So 4 matches today, and tomorrow, as we all know, is the last day of the league game before we proceed to the Super 4. As we all know, 2 teams from each group will progress into the next round, and that Super 4 is where we will know who the champions are. Let's look at the points table here in Pune. Control nice, very comfortable at top. They have a game in hand, and they have 30 points as well. While the Vijayanagaram Ninjas, 9 games played, 5 victories, 30 points as well. The Guardians and Kakinada Kraken currently out of contention as they look to go on to that next position. So this is Pool A as it stands. It's the Ninjas and Kurnool Knights, Bhimavaram Guardians will push through while we watch the Kakinada Kraken in action today. And they will play for pride, of course. They have a lot more to take because we all know that this leads to the Telugu Kabaddi League. You want to get drafted. And Pool B, Amravati Crushers had the biggest and the strongest start to the season, which is why they are in that number 1 position. 42 points in 9 matches, while the Vizag Commandos stand strong in that second position with 36 points. It does look like it could be the Commandos unless the Tirupati Raiders see a miracle of sorts going their way. And it's the game of Kabaddi, so you never know what's going to unfold. Krishna defenders, on the other hand, have a season to forget, so they can take away a memory from this if they can get the better of Kakinada Kraken in this match. We're live at the Chennupati Ramakotaya Municipal Corporation Indoor Stadium. This is the Yuva Andra Championship 2025, match number 35. And if you look at the stories of this match, you know the defenders and Kraken, they have just one win, but pride matters. It's very important. Both the teams have struggled in attack. Lowest rate success rates for both the sides. Srinivas shines as the only defender with an impressive 50% tackle success rate. And they may be out of the competition, but finishing strong is always important. So these are the few factors that the teams will keep in mind. That being said, I think they are ready to come through that tunnel over to the anchor to bring the teams onto the mat.
కృష్ణా గోదావరిలో పక్షుల కిలకిలలు, కబడ్డీ కోర్టులో కృష్ణా డిఫెండర్స్ అలజడులు అంటూ మన మధ్యకు వచ్చేస్తున్నారు కృష్ణా డిఫెండర్స్. కాకినాడలో కోనసీమ అందాలు, కబడ్డీతో కాకినాడ క్రకెన్స్ బంధాలు అంటూ మన మధ్యకు వచ్చేస్తున్నారు కాకినాడ క్రకెన్స్.
Yeah, well, we have both Kraken and the defenders on the mat. And while these two teams may be eliminated, I would like to tell our viewers once again how important this league itself is, because they want to move forward from the Andhra Championship to the Telugu Kabaddi League. So the draft system will be in place, and these players can still get picked even if their teams won't be part of the Super Four. Well, before all that, let's look at match number 35, the starting seven for the defenders. The Raiders is going to feature Bala Kishore, Pawan Kumar, and Chandra Shekhar. In the right corner, Kila Bharat along with Murli in the left corner. Right cover duties from Harish Gade and Harish again taking that left cover duty. The substitutes is Komu Madhu, Pakam Sudhir, NV, Kareti, Sai Teja, Lakshma, and Krishna Babu. So this is the Krishna defenders. They haven't gotten their raiding fortress going on a consistent note, and that has been a problem. And I think one of the few positives that they've had is the defense, and that has come through only because of this man, along with Gopi Nidhi Pawan Kumar. Yeah, 34 8 points for him across those 8 matches. Rate strike rate of 58.6. He's the player to watch out for from the defenders. And joining me in the commentary box is Monu Sharma. Good afternoon, Monu.
गुड आफ्टरनून रायन। काकिनाडा क्रैकन शुरुआती साथ में लेकर आई है सेंटर पर अपने सबसे बड़े खिलाड़ी को करी जॉन, तो वहीं पर उनके राइट हैंड पर आपको अमू अखिल नजर आने वाले, लेफ्ट हैंड पर शिवा प्रसाद, और वही बात करेंगे हम कवर्स की जोड़ी पर तो फिर नन्नती, और वहीं पर लेफ्ट कवर पर आपको वात पत्रा नजर आने वाले, लेकिन वहीं पर कवर्स की जोड़ी में राइट पे कारा थिमोटी और लेफ्ट पर श्रवण कुमार नजर आएंगे। तो बेंच पर 4 प्लेयर आपको नजर आने वाले हैं, सिंगमपल्ली अविनाश, कालीगुला श्रीनिवास, सैयद मुनव्वर अली और राजू। ये वो प्लेयर्स हैं जो अभी फिलहाल बेंच पे नजर आ रहे हैं, सब्स्टिट्यूशन के तौर पर रखे गए। अच्छा स्टार्टिंग 7 है काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स का। चाहेगी कि इस आखिरी मुकाबले में करी जॉन के द्वारा कुछ अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस आए, एक और जीत दर्ज करे इस मुकाबले में। पिछले 8 मुकाबलों में से एक मुकाबला जीता है और वो जबरदस्त तरीके से जीता था। चाहेगी कि दूसरी जीत आए, लेकिन वहीं पर शिवा प्रसाद प्लेयर टू वॉच, 22 रेट पॉइंट 9 मुकाबले खेल चुके हैं। रेड स्ट्राइक रेट की अगर चर्चा करेंगे तो 44 पर नजर आ रहा है। तो वहीं पर कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स वो भी चाहेगी कि एक मुकाबला काकीनाडा क्रैकन से खेलने को मिला है, तो यहाँ पर अपने आप को प्रूव करें। दोनों टीम ने 8-8 मुकाबले खेले, एक मुकाबला जीता है, बाकी 7 मुकाबलों में हार का सामना करना पड़ा है। टेबल टॉपर्स के बीच में नहीं, ये बैक बेंचर्स के बीच में लड़ाई हो रही है इस समय। अब देखना होगा कि बैक बेंचर्स में कौन सा टीम ज्यादा अच्छा है एज कंपेयर टू अदर।
That's a good rationale there, Monu. The backbenchers clash, and I think that is why this is going to be so exciting, right? The backbenchers, a lot of excitement comes in from there, and the Krishna defenders were the ones who won the toss, which means Kakinada Kraken will start off with the raids. And speaking of backbencher and frontbencher, Monu, you sound like a frontbencher to me. Don't tell me I'm wrong.
वैसे देखिए बैक बेंचर सभी को पसंद आते हैं और अक्सर मैं भी पीछे बैठा करता था, लेकिन फिलहाल इस मुकाबले की शुरुआत जब होगी तो कमाल के वो मोमेंट हमें देखने को मिलेंगे, क्योंकि जॉन होंगे मैट पर। और जॉन जब जब मैट पर आते हैं तब कुछ ना कुछ अलग करते हैं, क्योंकि जॉन वो डॉन है। कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स पिछले 5 मुकाबले लगातार गवाह करा रही है।
Yeah, 5 matches, 5 L's, and that one letter has been the symbol of their season. One to forget, of course. While Kakinada Kraken, almost similar, but they have that one victory in those last 5 matches, and I'm sure they would love to make it too. And as both the teams have settled on the mat, I think it's time to see how this battle between the backbenchers unfurl. Kakinada Kraken versus Krishna defenders. Let's head into the countdown and get this match underway. And we are underway here at the Yuva Andra Championship. And this is the battle of the backbenchers. And along with me is my fellow backbencher, although we weren't in the same institute, but we are two backbenchers here in the commentary box. Along with me, Monu Sharma. Hi, Monu.
हाय रयन, थैंक यू इतना सम्मान देने के लिए। लेकिन सम्मान क्या रेडर दे पाए डिफेंडर्स को? डिफेंडर ने कहा है कि फिलहाल आप थोड़ा सा दूर रहिए। वो कोरोना काल जरूर चला गया, लेकिन 2 गज की दूरी बहुत जरूरी है अभी भी, और मैट पर यही चाहता है डिफेंडर के रेडर से दूरी बनी रहे तो ज्यादा ठीक रहेगा। जब वो चाहेंगे तब कनेक्शन होना चाहिए, लेकिन कनेक्शन हुआ है। एक एक डिफेंडर को नहीं, 2 डिफेंडर्स को अपने संपर्क में लिया, इन्फेक्टेड भी कर दिया है, उन्हें बाहर भेज दिया है। जाइए, इंतजार कीजिए अपने रिवाइवल का।
Look at that start. He sent the players to the bench while we were talking about backbenchers. And now the Krishna defenders are off to a positive start. Damuakil now for Kakinada. Kraken a step forward. Trying hand touch attempted. Does not connect. He has the bonus on, but the defense is not giving that one away. Raider will have to dig deep to get that. And Damuakil will settle for an empty raid to start off with. Monu?
अभी भी इंतजार काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स को। अपने पहले पॉइंट का बोनस ऑन है नहीं। चंद्रशेखर के लिए टच पॉइंट के लिए जाना पड़ेगा, प्रयास तो किया था, बचाया डिफेंडर ने अपने आप को। 5 का घर है, थोड़ा सा मुश्किल रहता है जब आप पहली या दूसरी रेड करने के लिए जा रहे हैं। उस समय बोनस आपके लिए अवेलेबल ना हो तो फिर डिफेंस पीछे चला जाता है, आपको थोड़ा सा अंदर जाके ट्राई करना पड़ता है, और वही कर रहे थे चंद्रशेखर, लेकिन संयम दिखाया है काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स के डिफेंडरों ने, जाने दिया है। अरे वाह, बड़े कमाल की आवाज आई है, डू और डाई। लेकिन ये कमाल की आवाज नई जोन के लिए तो नहीं होगी, वो चाहेंगे कि ये डू और डाई नहीं होनी चाहिए थी। पहली रेड डू और डाई में करने के लिए गए। क्या जॉन एक बार फिर से बन पाएंगे डॉन अपनी इस रेड में? क्योंकि ये यहाँ पर कुछ अलग करने का प्रयास जरूर करते हैं, इन्हें पसंद है लॉबी सेल्फ आउट। नहीं जा सकते आप उस एरिया में बिना संपर्क के।
There we go. And this being the first do or die raid, trust me, Monu, Mr. Mahesh Babu's calling of the do or die raid is something that we are going to savor throughout. We started it yesterday where we heard him say it during the game, and after that, it's become a signature call of the do or die raid. Meanwhile, Barla Kishore will come for a raid without that do or die call. 42 raids for him, 23 raid points, strike rate above 50 in this edition. And another factor, Monu, when you look at two teams that's been eliminated, they're not playing for much, but these players can play for their individual stats. Now, a Raider has 54% strike rate. He can try and improve it. Shiva Prasada should try and improve his strike rate from this 43.1 so that for his personal individual record, tomorrow, if he goes for selections, he can say that he's got much more than 43%. Well done, Shiva Prasad. Right corner defender, well targeted. Running hand touch is executed.
और फाइनली वो पॉइंट आया है, बहुत देर के बाद आया। पहले रेड की डू और डाई भी डाली, वहां पर भी सफलता नहीं मिला है, और एक बार फिर से वो मधुर आवाज समय सुनाई दी है। और इस बार कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के लिए वो डू और डाई आई है। बरला किशोर, अपने आप को प्रूव कीजिए। और सही कहा था, टीम आगे जाने के लिए कुछ भी नहीं है, लेकिन इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंस बहुत जरूरी है प्लेयर्स के लिए। अ फीडर इनटू तेलुगु कबड्डी लीग, यानी कि रास्ते अभी भी आपके लिए खुले हुए हैं अपने इस मुकाबले में, और बाकी बचे एक मुकाबले में आप बेहतर कर सकते हैं। बेहतर किया है डू और डाई में, सक्सेसफुल रही है, ये डू और डाई पॉइंट मिला है। सरवन को जाना पड़ेगा बाहर।
The do or die raid always promises action. Now it's 4-1. Krishna defenders holding on to that advantage which they have. Shiva Prasad is now in for Kraken. And speaking of the atmosphere here at the Yuva Andra Championship, Monu, I mean, how exciting it is to be in a stadium and witness all these players giving their hearts out.
अच्छा मुकाबला होना चाहिए। शाम के मुकाबले में क्राउड को भी हमने देखा है, जहां पर कुछ छोटे मोटे फैंस भी आते हैं। ओह, चंद्रशेखर पहले से ही भाप गए थे कि थाइस पर हमला होने वाला है, बचाया है। मोटी जैसे ही उनके पास आए, उनके शोल्डर्स पे अपने हाथ रखे, अपनी बॉडी को बचाते हुए निकल गए वो पॉइंट लेते हुए।
Look at this. Oh, how well executed. Damua kill. Surprise there. And what is happening there? Back in the crowd. Monu, as a backbencher, what do you think? I'm sure that was backbenchers musty going on in the stands. But what do you think was happening?
वो तो प्रायोरिटी है भाई, वो कैसे रुक सकती है। लेकिन यहाँ पर मस्ती थोड़ी सी होगी। सुपर टैकल ऑन है काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स के लिए, प्रयास कर रहे हैं पवन कुमार, पूरे हाथ फैला दिए, दूर से ही वो टच करना चाहते हैं। काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स चाह रही है कि सुपर टैकल के सहारे वो 2 पॉइंट आए, पवन कुमार चाह रहे हैं कि 1 पॉइंट आना चाहिए। डिफेंडर ने संयम को खोया, पवन कुमार के चरण को स्पर्श करके वापस किया, और ये है बैकबेंचर्स की मस्ती। लीजिए, यहां पर भी कबड्डी का खेल चल रहा है स्टैंड पे बैठकर।
Oh, well, take a look at this. Krishna defenders off to a flying start, and I think all of our attention is now on the stands. Not sure if they're fighting. If they're fighting, I think it's Kakinada Kraken fans and Krishna defender fans fighting with each other. While Shiva Prasad is fighting for his team. Last man standing. What's he going to do? Last few seconds. Running and toss attempted again, but he is going to get caught. And there we go. They celebrate, and oh my word, that one player, the same way how this one player got caught, that one student is being held on by everybody.
यकीनी तौर पर जो वहां पर फैंस बैठे हुए ना, उन्होंने अपनी टीम बांट ली होगी कि जो बैक बेंचर्स हैं वो एक टीम को सपोर्ट करेंगे और जो टॉपर्स हैं वो एक टीम को सपोर्ट करेंगे। और वहां पर वही हो रहा होगा, जैसे ही एक टीम टैकल कर रही है तो एक खेमा खुश हो रहा है, उनको बता रहा है देख भाई ऐसे खेला जाता है। अगर बैक बेंचर्स की रेटिंग में पॉइंट आ गया, उन्होंने टैकल कर लिया, तो यकीन मानिए सेलिब्रेशन कुछ अलग अंदाज में होगा, एग्रेशन देखने को मिलेगा।
Aggression is the right word, and this time we can apply it on to what just happened. This is how the defender should initiate a tackle. And let's take a look at the replay. Surya decided to go for that kick, but very well done by the inside on the left side. Shiva, who quickly held on to his legs, not giving him the space. And that's the third point for Kakinada Kraken. First one right after that all out. And they will hope that it allows them to pace up their game. 15 seconds on the clock for this raid. And it looks like Damuakil is settling for another empty raid.
एम्प्टी रेड के चलते काकीनाडा क्रैकन से 3 ही पॉइंट पर पहुंच पाई और 7 पॉइंट की बढ़त है कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के पास। अब यहाँ पर आप अपने आप को बेस्ट बता सकते हैं, क्योंकि आपके बराबर वाले से ही लड़ाई हो रही है। दोनों ही अपने अपने पूल में बिल्कुल निचले पायदान पर खड़ी हुई है। ओ, पवन कुमार को सामने से ब्लॉक किया गया है और लॉबी से बाहर भेज दिया गया है। टैकल पॉइंट आया है और ये शोर शराबा बता रहा था कि पावरफुल टैकल था, टैकल पॉइंट है ये। काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स ने टाइम आउट लिया है, रणनीति बनाने का समय।
We have the captain of the Kakinada Kraken, Mr. Kaligula Srinivas, and he's the senior most player here in the Yuva Andra Championship, Monu, and he's taken the role as a player coach. We've seen yesterday he'll be on the mat, he'll make substitutions. And speaking of player coaches, I love the concept of player coach in sports. And here at the Yuva Andra Championship, we are seeing Srinivas lead his team and also ensure that he's coaching the youngsters for the future.
बिल्कुल, अभी एक ही एडिशन में 2 रोल देख लिए, एक कप्तान का भी देखा, एक अच्छे प्लेयर का भी देखा, साथ में अब कोचिंग देते हुए भी नजर आ रहे थे। एक्सपीरियंस उनके पास है, बरला किशोर के पास भी एक्सपीरियंस है। काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स के घर गए थे और खाली हाथ वापस नहीं आए, एक और टच पॉइंट लेकर वापस आए। थोड़ा सा स्ट्रगल किया था, किक लगाई और लेफ्ट कॉर्नर के ऊपर वो अटैक किया। डू और डाई, थोड़ी सी मुश्किल परिस्थितियां होती हैं रायन ऐसी सिचुएशन में, और मुश्किल परिस्थितियां डबल भी हो जाएंगी क्योंकि काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स पहले भी डू और डाई डाल चुकी है, वहां पर पॉइंट नहीं मिला। अभी तक सिर्फ 4 पॉइंट निकले। ओ, मिड लाइन के क्रॉस तकरीबन पहुंच गए थे, पैर को निकालने का प्रयास था सिर्फ प्रसाद के द्वारा, लेकिन ये 1 पॉइंट मिलेगा कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स को।
They They're doing well now on both the ends. It's coming consistently, and that is where the difference in a matchup like this takes place. But coming back to Mr. Caligula Srinivas, Monu, like imagine for these players also, they are seeing a stalwart from Andhra Pradesh Kabaddi. They are getting to share the mat with him. And I'm sure a lot of them would have looked up to him. And he's a veteran when it comes to being a Kabaddi player. But the fact that he is here is just proof that he is Yuva by heart.
बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है उस खिलाड़ी के पास। सब्स्टिट्यूशन का इस्तेमाल किया था, पवन कुमार को बाहर किया है, साथ ही प्लेयर को अंदर लेकर आए, लेकिन फिलहाल तो श्रवण को जाना पड़ेगा वापस। 5 का घटता जर्सी नंबर 6 रेड के लिए आए थे, लेफ्ट कॉर्नर के ऊपर रनिंग हैंड टच लॉबी का इस्तेमाल और फिर अपने घर में हुई है वापसी। 13-4 9 पॉइंट की बढ़त है कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के पास। और अभी आपने कोच साहब की चर्चा की थी जिनके पास बहुत सारे अचीवमेंट हैं, क्या आज काकीनाडा क्रैकन सुन के ज्ञान को अपने मैट पर एग्जीक्यूट करती हुई नजर आएगी? बड़ी जीत देखने की तरफ देख रही है काकीनाडा क्रैकन। फिलहाल तो पिछड़ रही है, बड़ी लीड है कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स पर।
9 points to be precise. Barla Kishore has now come into raid. Kakinada Kraken have not really got a grasp on this matchup. And you might think, okay, it's been the same story. But here, Krishna defenders are in the best of sides. But Barla Kishore, easy point for him.
चार का घर, धीरे धीरे घर खाली होता जा रहा है। बचाना पड़ता है अपने प्लेयर्स को, साथ में रिवाइवल भी चाहिए होता है। लेकिन आज अगर जॉन की बात करें तो पहले डू और डाई में हमने देखा था बाहर जाना पड़ा था इन्हें। क्या जॉन यहाँ पर पॉइंट निकालेंगे, टीम को रिवाइवल दिला पाएंगे? नहीं दिला पाएंगे। कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स का लेफ्ट कॉर्नर बड़ा ही कमाल का है, पलक झपकते ही सीधे थाइस पर अटैक और पूरी तरह से ब्लॉक कर देता है एक पैर से ही। कोई विकल्प नहीं था करी जॉन के पास अपने आप को बचाने के लिए।
And this is where we would talk about that quote. We are calling him Don, but in this instance, getting hold of Don is a lot easy. And here, Chandrasekhar gets an easy point, and we're back to that same instance where the side is brought to their last player.
आखिरी योद्धा, कई बार हमने देखा है आखिरी योद्धा ने अपनी टीम को रिवाइवल ही नहीं दिलाया बल्कि सुपर रेड भी लगाई है, बहुत देर तक ऑल आउट भी बचाया है, लेकिन यहां ऑल आउट नहीं बच पाएगा। अखिल बाहर, बोनस मिल गया है, लेकिन उसके बाद लेफ्ट कॉर्नर ने एक बार फिर से अपना परचम लहराया है। बहुत अच्छी पकड़ है इस कॉर्नर की। और थोड़ी देर पहले आपने ये तो चर्चा की थी, टीम कहां जाएगी आपको नहीं पता है। टीम चौथे पायदान पर ऑलरेडी है, उससे नीचे तो नहीं जाने की है, लेकिन अपने आप को आप प्रूव कर सकते हैं। इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंस बहुत जरूरी है आने वाले कुछ एडिशंस के लिए, या फिर आप युवा तेलुगु कबड्डी लीग की बात करें, वहां पर आपका चयन हो सकता है।
Definitely. It's always setting sights on the bigger goal, the greater purpose. And for now, with regards to this game, Kakinada Kraken are struggling. And I don't know if that's the right word, but there's no other word beyond that. The struggle is on for them. Munna's checked into the game, and I think Munna's going to check out immediately. Madhu, with that toe touch, has sent Munna back to the bench. He just came on, Monu.
मुन्ना मधु के बीच ये फाइट हुई थी, बोनस का ट्राई कर रहे थे, उसी समय पैर पर अटैक करने का प्रयास मुन्ना भाई के द्वारा, लेकिन वो सफलता मिली नहीं। 7 का घर, फुल हाउस डिफेंस है कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के लिए। 7 के 7 प्लेयर एक्टिव नजर आ रहे हैं और थोड़ा सा आगे खेल रहे हैं, ज्यादा मौका नहीं दे रहे लीडर्स को कि आप आइए बोनस का ट्राई कीजिए। और गलती से अगर आप थोड़ा सा आगे आ जाते हैं तो फिर शिवा प्रसाद कोशिश करते हैं कि वो हैंड टच हो, और जर्सी नंबर 9 के ऊपर वो रनिंग हैंड टच करके पॉइंट भी लिया है।
Again, it's good thinking, and their 6th point, but look at the difference. Krishna defenders will be wondering, where has this performance of theirs or this grit of theirs been all season long? Chandrasekhar again makes no mistake. He's comfortably got the point and he will wait it out as the referee will officially grant that point.
अपने आप को प्रूव कीजिए, एक सेव, दूसरा सवा सेव। अपने घर में जब मैचेस चल रहे थे, जब सेम पूल में चल रहे थे, वही परफॉर्मेंस थी, इंटर पूल हुए वही परफॉर्मेंस है। लेकिन आज कोई एक ऐसी टीम तो जरूर होगी जो अपना दूसरा मुकाबला जीत जाएगी, ये तो तय है। लेकिन ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि मुकाबला टाई पर खत्म हो। पिछला मुकाबला हमने देखा है, इस एडिशन का पहला मुकाबला टाई पर खत्म हुआ, लेकिन राजू कह रहे कि टाई पर अगर खत्म करना है तो फिर यहां से स्पीड बनानी पड़ेगी पॉइंट्स की, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी पीछे चल रही है काकीनाडा क्रैकर्स। सामने से ब्लॉक करने गए वेस्ट को पकड़ा था, लेकिन निकल गए उनके जाल से।
Here, he tried to set a trap, and it clearly looked like that one friend was decoding what happened in that raid. Monu, it looked like he was telling him that the right corner wanted to get the ankle hold, but he was too advanced.
देखिए, समझ में तो फैंस को भी आ रहा है, उम्र भले ही छोटे है लेकिन बहुत कुछ सीख जाते हैं। और ये वो एज है ना जहां पर आपका लर्निंग फेज चल रहा है। अगर आप अभी से चीजों को समझ जाएंगे, कहाँ गलती हो रही है, कहाँ बेहतर कर सकते थे, तो फिर आप बड़े प्लेयर बन जाते हैं। और शिवा प्रसाद सामने से भिड़ गए, क्योंकि सामने से डिफेंडर्स भी आ रहे थे और उन्होंने पूरी तरह से ब्लॉक करके टैकल पॉइंट को अपने नाम किया। यकीनी तौर पर यहाँ पर भी जो फैंस है ना, उन्होंने देखा होगा कि डिफेंडर ने बहुत अच्छा किया है।
Indeed. And that is why they are putting out one of their best performances this edition. 3.5 minutes on the clock. Bal Lakishore is here again. And I think the Krishna defenders have a very good rate strike rate. We'll take a look at that very soon. But their rate strike rate has been fairly better, or much better compared to their previous matches. And Munna will come for his first raid here. Munu.
मतलब अली जाइए, पॉइंट लेकर आइए, थोड़ा सा कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ाइए अपने प्लेयर्स का। अगर आपके लेफ्ट कॉर्नर, राइट कॉर्नर अच्छा टैकल नहीं कर रहे हैं तो आप टच पॉइंट लेकर आइए, अपने कॉर्नर्स पे भरोसा रखिए, कवर पे भरोसा रखिए, अपने जॉन पे भरोसा रखिए, मुन्ना पे भरोसा रखिए, और बाकी के प्लेयर्स पे भी थोड़ा सा ट्रस्ट दिखाइए। सेल्फ आउट, पहले रेडर सेल्फ आउट हुआ है, उसके बाद टच पॉइंट की तरफ देख रहे थे, लेकिन उससे पहले ही आउट हो चुके रेडर्स। कबड्डी का जो नियम है ना, वो बड़ा कमाल का है।
Now it's Arjili Raju for Kakinada Kraken. And has he gotten that point? I think it was a kick point. And yes, he has a quick raid, quick point. And the defender quickly gave it off. And we look at the replay. Of course, this is when he gave that point away with his hand. But before that, it was a very good kick executed. Now the score line 9-23, 16 points between the two sides.
बहुत बड़ा मार्जिन है कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के लिए, और उसको बढ़ाने का लगातार प्रयास भी किया जा रहा है। चंद्रशेखर ने आज वो जिम्मेदारी उठाई है, बोनस के साथ पॉइंट मांग रहा है, लेकिन इंतजार अभी फैसले का। फैसला ये आया है कि रेडर आउट हो चुका है और सामने से सीधे सीधे मांग की गई है कि हम तीसरे एम्पायर के पास जाना चाहेंगे, बोनस भी मांगेंगे और टच पॉइंट भी चाहिए। अब हमें अब चाहिए फुल इज्जत।
Please come. What is your challenge? Rider safe, bonus plus 2 points. Please. TV umpire, Krishna defender challenge. Rider safe, bonus plus 2 points. Our decision, rider out. Please review.
बहुत बड़ी मांग की गई है रायन, बोनस भी चाहिए, 2 टच पॉइंट भी चाहिए। चंद्रशेखर ने हालांकि वो जिम्मेदारी उठाई है, बहुत अच्छा खेले, लेकिन अब सवाल पहला यही होगा, क्या बोनस सही तरीके से लिया है? 2 टच ये तो हुए, कंफर्म है, और क्या मिड लाइन को सही तरीके से क्रॉस किया गया है? मिड लाइन को क्रॉस करते समय क्या बॉडी का कोई भी पार्ट लॉबी के अंदर था या हवा में था? पिछले मुकाबले में भी रायन देखा था जहां पर ऐसे ही रिव्यू लिया गया था, पहले अंपायर्स ने फैसला दे दिया कि रेडर सेफ है, पॉइंट लेकर जाएगा, लेकिन डिफेंस वाली टीम ने बोला है कि रेडर आउट है, और वहां पर रेफरी को फैसला बदलना पड़ा था। टीवी एम्पायर ने बताया कि रेडर आउट है।
That's well decoded, and I think the verdict is also coming. Maybe not. Poker face of our official definitely got me there, as we all await the decision on that review taken. And I like how teams have been more patient with reviews.
Review successful. Rider safe. Bonus plus 2 points. Krishna defender. Jersey
Ah,
number 19 and
amazing. This is why I said being patient with the reviews
If review
always
again.
rewards them. And here, the reviews resulted in a super raid for the Krishna defenders. What was raided out has converted into 3 points. And that is why you always save your review, Monu.
देखिए, ये तो कुछ ऐसा हो गया है, आप ऑफिस में जॉब कर रहे थे, आपको पता चलता है कि आपके बाहर के जाने के रास्ते हो गए, आपको वो लेटर मिल गया है कि आप कंपनी छोड़ दीजिए। बाद में पता चलता है कि आपका तो प्रमोशन हो गया है।
Jersey number 7 out.
पहले रीडर को आउट दिया जाता है, उसके बाद रीडर पता चलता है कि सुपर रेड लगाकर वापस आया है। लेकिन ये सुपर डुपर मूवमेंट भी देखें।
Monu, that corporate reference, I'm sure you made a lot of corporate personnel sit and dream of that instance where they leave and then they would have possibly gotten a promotion. Yeah, to all my friends
Krishna defenders.
and kabaddi lovers watching, sure, keep on the hustle, keep on the Joe's Just by Junoon, and I'm sure you will get your promotions in your corporate jobs as well. Just like Munna has been promoted from the bench, he's been come on to the mat. Can he get the point this time? He's gotten through. Well done, Munna. He breaks the chain and gets back with ease.
मुन्ना भाई बिल्कुल मिड लाइन के पास पहुंच गए थे, इजीली वो मिड लाइन को क्रॉस भी किया है। एक पॉइंट आया लेकिन महत्वपूर्ण आया है, कॉन्फिडेंस को बिल्डअप करने के लिए बहुत काम आता है। 11 पॉइंट काकीनाडा क्रैकन, 27 कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स। एक तरफा चल रहा है ये मुकाबला, और एक तरफा चलने की वजह ये रहती है क्योंकि बरला किशोर ने जिम्मेदारी उठाई है। ये शोर शराबा बता रहा है कि फैंस को मजा आ रहा है इस मुकाबले को देखने में, क्योंकि अगर जब आप कॉलेज से आते हैं, स्कूल से आते हैं और उसके बाद आपको स्पोर्ट्स देखने को मिल जाए तो फिर इससे अच्छा क्या ही हो सकता है। बड़ी रेड थी ये।
Yeah, and now it leads us to the final raid in the first half. Munna did well in his previous one. He will look to finish strong. What's he got in mind? Almost a clinical error from one of the defenders there. Last 10 seconds. Munna wants to finish on a high note. He should finish on a high note. Multi-pointer raid. And Munna Bhai is done it again. 2 points coming off of that.
बोले तो मुन्ना भाई एक बार फिर से पॉइंट लेकर आए। पिछली रेड में भी कारनामा किया, इस रेड में भी कार्य किया है। मुनव्वर
Half time. Change the court.
हाफ टाइम से पहले मुन्ना भाई की एक कमाल की रेड हमने देखी है। समाप्ति पहले हाफ की रायन, और इस हाफ की बात करें तो फिर कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स ने अच्छी खासी बढ़त अभी भी रखी है अपने पास। काकीनाडा क्रैकन से एक बार फिर से स्ट्रगल करती हुई नजर आई। जैसे उनके पिछले 7 मुकाबले गए, वही मुकाबले एक बार फिर से यहाँ पर देखने को मिले। ज्यादा बेहतर करना चाहती है काकीनाडा क्रैकन, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेट पीछे रह जाती है। आई थिंक इनके जो कोच पहले हमने देखे थे सत्येंद्र महिला, उन्होंने बहुत प्रयास किया, बहुत मोटिवेट किया है कि आप जीत रहे हैं, आप बेहतर कर रहे हैं, मैच में क्लोज पहुंच जाते हैं, लेकिन फिर वापस हो जाते हैं। कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स ने इस मुकाबले में पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखा है। 29 रेड पॉइंट पहले हाफ से निकाले, 18 रेड पॉइंट, 6 टैकल पॉइंट, 4 ऑल आउट के पॉइंट, एक एक्स्ट्रा से एक सुपर रेड भी लगाई है। तो वहीं पर काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स ने सिर्फ 13 पॉइंट निकाले, यानी कि सामने वाली टीम 18 रेड पॉइंट निकालती है, अब टोटल 13 पॉइंट निकालते हैं, जिसमें 10 रेड पॉइंट है, 2 टैकल के। यहाँ पे थोड़ी सी वीक है काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स आज के मुकाबले में, सिर्फ 2 टैकल पॉइंट।
A few of these factors important teams to look at. And if you look at do or die raids, 3 in total. Krishna doing well on that one instance. Kakinada not able to get going. 5 bonuses in total. And successful review. I think there was 1 from the Krishna defenders. Krishna defenders. Meanwhile, the best raider in this match has been Chandrasekhar so far. 7 points for him. You can say Tala for a reason, but there is another half where he can possibly go score a few more points, Monu.
चंद्रशेखर फॉर रीजन, साला फॉर ए रीजन का वो बड़ा ही पसंदीदा है। 7, लेकिन 7 पॉइंट पहले हाफ से निकाले और अपनी टीम की जिम्मेदारी को उठा के रखा है कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के लिए। चंद्रशेखर ने पूरी जान लगा दी है कि किसी से हारे किसी से जीते उसका तो पता नहीं, लेकिन काकीनाडा क्रैकन से तो हम बड़ी जीत जरूर तराश लेंगे, क्योंकि जो टीम बॉटम पर है उनके पीछे लड़ाई हो रही है। और बैक वेंचर्स की हम लगातार चर्चा कर रहे हैं। बैक वेंचर्स देखिए वो होता है जिसको सारी क्लास का पता है कि क्या कर रही है क्या नहीं कर रही है। उसे ये भी पता है टीचर क्या कर रहा है, उसे ये भी पता है कि प्लेयर के जो क्लास में हमारे टॉपर्स हैं वो क्या कर रहे हैं। सभी पर नजरें रहती हैं, तो वो एक अच्छा व्यू भी रहता है। अब ये भी टीमें हैं जो देख कर आई है वो सारी चीजें पिछले 8 मुकाबलों में। 7 रेड पॉइंट, टोटल 7 रेड लगाई है इस प्लेयर ने। कमाल की वो एफिशिएंसी देखी है इस मुकाबले में।
That's the right word. Efficiency is important, and like I said, it is essential for them to showcase a few different factors of the game, different sides of the game in a match situation, because I'm sure all selectors and coaches are watching closely, and Syed Munwar was being watched closely, and the fans loving what's happening here.
फैंस को तो हर रेड पर कुछ न कुछ अलग देखने को मिल रहा है। उन्हें पता है कि यहाँ से कुछ न कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा। वो थोड़ा सा उनके लिए एंटरटेनमेंट भी है। बॉयज तो बॉयज, अब गर्ल्स भी कबड्डी में बहुत बड़ा परचम लहरा चुकी हैं। मधु ने इस रेड पर पॉइंट निकालकर एक बार फिर से आमंत्रित किया है फैंस को कि आप थोड़ा सा शोर शराबा कीजिए। बहुत अच्छी कमाल की वो जंप भी लगाई, अपने आप को बचाया है। 13-32, बहुत बड़ा फासला अभी भी है। क्या कुछ हुआ है? 2 पॉइंट्स रेडर को सेफ दिया गया है। डैश आउट करना चाहते थे रायन, लेकिन वो पावरफुल डैश आउट नहीं था। अब पावरफुल डैश आउट नहीं है तो फिर रेडर्स के लिए वो आसाम से 2 पॉइंट भी हो जाएंगे। मांग की जा रही है एक बार फिर से कि जो फैसला आया है वो सही नहीं आया है। हम जाना चाहते हैं तीसरे अंपायर के पास अपनी इस फाइल को लेकर।
Please come. What is your challenge? Rider out. Please. TV umpire, Krishna defender challenge. Rider out. Our decision. Rider safe 2 points. Please review.
देखिए रिव्यू अच्छा लिया है, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है। क्योंकि जब डैश आउट किया गया था उस समय बॉडी हवा में तो थी, लेकिन एक हाथ क्या लॉबी के अंदर था। बस ये देखना रह जाएगा।
Yeah, I think that will be a little close, but given momentum,
Unsuccessful.
I think yes, Raider safe, and it goes in favor of Kakinada Kraken. Defenders lose their review,
No more review.
and they wouldn't mind it in an entirety as long as they keep the game in their control. But a good raid, a multi-pointer raid, much needed for the side right now, starting this game, because they have a lot to do in the second half.
चेन नजर आ रही है दो युवाओं के बीच में। 15-32, आखिरी के 18 मिनट बचे हुए हैं और बहुत मिनट बचे हुए हैं। अगर यहाँ से काकीनाडा क्रैकन अपना वो खेल दिखाती है जो पिछले कुछ मुकाबलों में उन्होंने दिखाया है, मैच नहीं जीता है उन्होंने ज्यादा, लेकिन जो वापसी करती है अगर ऐसे भी खेल को दिखाएंगे तो फिर ये मैच में क्लोज आ जाएंगे। और करना चाहिए काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स को। आपको पता है कि कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स भी 8 में से सिर्फ एक ही मुकाबला जीत कर आई है और आपने भी 8 में से एक मुकाबला जीता है।
Yeah, I mean, Krishna defenders are playing this game like they are one of those elite teams in the Super 4. See, they are making the fans scream like this. And trust me, Krishna defenders have not been this team that we're seeing. They haven't been like this the whole season. And this is where we will think, Monu, it is a late reaction of sorts for Krishna defenders. So late into the tournament, they are eliminated. Yet today, they are playing so well.
कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स ने कुछ मुकाबले हैं जो बहुत अच्छे खेले हैं और कुछ मुकाबलों में क्लोज भी गई है, लेकिन आज के मुकाबले में अच्छी नजर आ रही है। और अच्छे के साथ साथ मुझे ऐसा भी लग रहा है कि काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स थोड़ी सी कुछ गलतियां कर रही है और उनके अंदर वो चीज नहीं दिख रही है जिस चीज के लिए जानी जाती है टीम्स। थोड़ा सा हल्का रख रहे हैं अपने गेम को, खास करके उनके जो डिफेंडर्स हैं। ज्यादा उन्होंने प्रयास नहीं किया है, प्रयास किया है वहां सफलता नहीं मिली है। उतने ज्यादा एक्टिव नजर नहीं आए कि आप अब आखिरी के कुछ मैचेस खेल रहे हैं, आपके लिए खोने के लिए पाने के लिए कुछ बचा नहीं है, तो थोड़ा सा एग्रेशन दिखाएं, फ्री माइंड से गेम को खेलें। अब डू और डाई का सिग्नल भी आया है और साथ में वो बताया भी है कि भाई ध्यान रखना डू और डाई है, बाद में मत कहना कि मैं पता नहीं चला है। ये बहुत बड़ा सिग्नल है, खुली आंखों से आप देख सकते हैं।
Madhu, easy one for him. He didn't let the do or die pressure play any role in that. Shiva seems to have taken a blow along with that tackle. And again, I never understand why defenders go for a tackle, especially in the do or die raid. The pressure is on the raider. Meanwhile, slight highline of a defense from Krishna defenders, challenging Shravan Kumar perhaps here. And left corner has stepped in the lobby, which is why defender out as well as a point. 2 points in this raid.
Kakinada Kraken, jersey number 17 and 7 out.
7 और 17 दोनों एक साथ बाहर गए। राइट कॉर्नर के ऊपर तो टच है, लेकिन उससे पहले जो जर्सी नंबर 17 था वो सेल्फ आउट था। 2 पॉइंट आए, 2 रिवाइवल आ गए और वही चाहिए थे, वरना 3 ही प्लेयर रह गए थे काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स के लिए। अभी 17-34, जस्ट डबल कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के पास वो पॉइंट है और यहाँ से 15 मिनट बचे हुए हैं। आखिरी के 15 मिनट में कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स थोड़ा सा फ्री माइंड खेल सकते हैं। उन्हें पता है कि बहुत आगे हैं हम, यहाँ से कवर करना बहुत मुश्किल होगा काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स के लिए। बैकलाइन को पार कर चुके हैं एक डिफेंडर, परसूट लगाने का भी प्रयास किया गया है, लेकिन कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स को उससे पहले एक पॉइंट भी मिलेगा। सरवन बाहर जा चुके थे।
When you look back at that, we are seeing the second instance. It's quite close to each other when it's happening. And you might think a lot of technical points also have gone this season. But here Munna has challenged the left corner, has won the challenge.
मुन्ना भाई एक बार फिर से गए थे रेड करने के लिए, पहले बोनस का ट्राई किया, वहां से फिर लेफ्ट कॉर्नर ने एंकल को पकड़ने का प्रयास तो बहुत कुछ किया जा रहा है, लेकिन हाथ आपके कुछ आ नहीं रहा है। ओ बहुत अंदर तो जाकर बल्ला किशोर ट्राई कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अभी भी जो कवर्स की जोड़ी है, जो लेफ्ट कवर पर चेन में नजर आ रहे हैं जर्सी नंबर 4 में जॉन, पड़ी नहीं। कॉर्नर्स ने अपने दम पर ये
And the action might just pick up this enough number of time. 13-25 defenders in terms of the score, or we can also see the Krishna defenders score perhaps the highest score if they try and cross that 50-point mark. It's 35-20 at the point.
15 पॉइंट की अभी भी बढ़त है कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के पास। 9 पॉइंट आ चुके हैं चंद्रशेखर के लिए। 11वीं रेड में 10वां पॉइंट नहीं आएगा। इंतजार अभी भी सुपर 10 का करना पड़ेगा उन्हें, लेकिन इस रेड में एक बार फिर से डिफेंस ने कार्य किया है। काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स का डिफेंस अब कुछ कर रहा है, फिर से एक्शन में आए थे प्लेयर, सामने से हाथ से रोकने का प्रयास था और रोका भी है।
Well done, very well done. And here super tackle situation. Shiva Prasad captivates very well. Yet again was too much in a haste, making it easy for the Raider.
वापसी की तरफ देख रही है, ऑल आउट देना चाहती है काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स को। कोशिश तो यही होगी कि टच पॉइंट तो ना दिया जाए, बोनस के साथ वापस जाना चाहते तो चले जाएं मधु, लेकिन टच नहीं होना चाहिए, टच से रिवाइवल होगा। ओ देखिए, जिसकी हम चर्चा कर रहे थे वही हुआ है, टच नहीं देना चाहते थे लेकिन मजबूरन डिफेंडर को आना पड़ा है, सामने से ब्लॉक करना चाहते थे। एक नहीं दो डिफेंडर्स बाहर, जॉन भी आपके बाहर जा चुके हैं। ये क्रूशियल मोमेंट पर एक अच्छी रेड आई है मधु की, रिवाइवल चाहिए था, वो मिल गया रिवाइवल।
It was a very important time and he's gotten those 2 points, but an interesting point here is how Krishna defenders are scoring at a very good rate. 37 points with more than 10 minutes remaining. Their highest score this entire edition is 46. It was a victory against the Tirupati Raiders, their only victory in this season. So they have not scored more than 46 in this entire edition, which means Krishna defenders can create a certain record for themselves, Monu, which they can be really happy of.
देखिए, करना चाहिए। अब आखिरी के कुछ मुकाबले खेल रहे हैं, 46 पॉइंट आपने निकाले हैं, वहां मुकाबला जीते भी थे तिरुपति के विरुद्ध। अभी काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स के विरुद्ध आप 50 निकालिए, मैच को जीतिए। मैच तो तकरीबन आप जीतने वाले, क्योंकि कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के रेडर्स हो या डिफेंडर्स हो बेहतर खेल रहे हैं। काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स वापसी करना चाह रही है, क्योंकि अभी ऑल आउट की दहलीज पर खड़ा कर दिया था कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स को, लेकिन कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स की चतुराई, चालाकी और उनके प्लेयर्स का जो मन है वो यही था कि अपनी टीम को आगे लेकर जाना है। तो इस मुकाबले में चाहेगी 40 से ज्यादा पॉइंट निकालें, सर्वाधिक स्कोर निकालें अपने इस एडिशन का और दूसरी जीत भी दर्ज करें।
Very well. Harish Gade now decides to take it slow. We saw the Krishna defenders, the Raiders coming forward and playing out raids quickly. Oh, I thought he's going to take it slow. Running and touch attempted left corner. He's sure of it, but the official isn't. And they don't have the review. They lost the review, but the point is also given.
मिल गया पॉइंट, स्वीकार लिया है उस अपील को। लेफ्ट कॉर्नर के ऊपर अटैक था, उसके बाद लॉबी के पास भी गए थे, रिव्यू की मांग करते जा रहे थे, जैसे बाहर की तरफ जा रहे हैं, कह रहे हैं कि रिव्यू ले लीजिए, और फाइनली रिव्यू की तरफ देख भी रहे हैं। टीवी अंपायर के पास जाएंगे कि रेड सेल्फ आउट हो चुका है, बिना टच के लॉबी में चला गया है।
Please come. What is your challenge? Rider? Touch point, rider out. Please. TV umpire, Kakinada Kraken challenge, rider out. Our decision, rider set. Please review.
Okay, so the claim has been put forth by the official, and now we will turn towards the TV umpire and his view as we look at the replay on whether that one's going to go in favor of the Raider. And he of course did attempt that running and touch. He extended his arm out here, and there perhaps a touch on the jersey. I think that is the only way, you know.
मामला गंभीर है। जर्सी पर क्या वो टच लगाए, कभी कभी होता है कि डिफेंडर को पता नहीं चलता है, लेकिन देखना होगा क्या रेडर्स पूरी तरह से कंफर्टेबल थे लॉबी में जाने के लिए या खुद को बचा रहे थे, ये भी मैटर करता है। अगर आपको पता है टच पॉइंट है तो लॉबी में इजीली जा सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर आप बचाते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं अपने आप को, तो इसका मतलब है कि आप भी डाउट में कि टच नहीं हुआ है, मैं सेल्फ आउट हो सकता हूँ। बहुत सारी चीजों से पता चल जाता है, अनुमान लगा लिया जाता है, लेकिन अभी क्या पता है लगाया टीवी एम्पायर ने क्या टच था जर्सी पर या नहीं, बस थोड़ी बहुत देर में पता चल जाएगा।
Once again, we're waiting for the decision, and this point for the Crackers is very important.
Sir, again.
They are trailing.
Sir?
It looks like we have a verdict on this review, which will be given to us very soon.
Thank you. Review unsuccessful. Rider safe. 1 point. Krishna defenders. Jersey number 8 out. Captain, review.
दोनों टीम ने रिव्यू गवा दिया है। पहले कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स ने गवाया, अभी काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स ने गवा दिया है। अब जो भी फैसला होगा वो आपको मानना पड़ेगा। एक और डू और डाई इस मुकाबले में, और डू और डाई ऐसी सिचुएशन में करने के लिए गए मुन्ना भाई जहां पर बोनस एक्टिवेट नहीं हुआ है, यानी कि आप बोनस की तरफ देख नहीं सकते हैं। बोनस लाइन आपके लिए सिर्फ एक सफेद पट्टी की तरह दिखेगी, वहां से पॉइंट नहीं आ सकता है। टैकल किया जाएगा मुन्ना भाई को इस डू और डाई में। कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के डिफेंडरों ने एक और पॉइंट निकाल कर दिया अपनी टीम को।
Player to not be in his overall mindset. Now it's 39-22. Chandrasekhar running and touch. Oh, the way it was executed. The defender's also gone out of bounds, which means he can no longer be part of this raid. Chandrasekhar has 10 more seconds to try and get another point off of it. But it looks like he'll be settling for that one.
1 point. Krishna defenders.
एक बार फिर से खतरे की घंटी काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स के सिर पर आ गई है। ये खतरे की घंटी कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के लिए आई थी, लेकिन उन्होंने अपना ऑल आउट बचा लिया है। लेकिन क्या काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स अपने इस खतरे को टाल पाएगी? दो ही प्लेयर बचे हुए हैं, ज्यादा रिस्क लिया नहीं, समय निकलता गया और वापस आ गए चंद्रशेखर। अब शिवा प्रसाद के ऊपर होगी वो जिम्मेदारी। पॉइंट चाहिए होगा, पॉइंट चाहिए कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स को। उनका 41वां पॉइंट आएगा, चाहेगी कि 40 से ज्यादा पॉइंट निकालें और इस मुकाबले को एक यादगार मैच में ऐड कर दें। शिवा बाहर, एक प्लेयर सिर्फ बचा हुआ मैच पर।
It's so nice to see that coordinated effort where the defenders pound on to that
1 plus 2, 3 points.
and secures. And this is another all out being inflicted. Krishna defenders,
All out.
Monu,
Kakinada
they've
Kraken.
inched closer to beating their highest score record. And where was this Krishna defenders all season, Monu?
Substitution. Kakinada
ये
Kraken.
तीसरा ऑल आउट था इस मैच का, और उस रिकॉर्ड को जरूर तोड़ेगी जो अपना ही था। इनका 46 पॉइंट इन्होंने निकाले अभी तक एक मैच में तिरुपति रेडर्स के विरुद्ध, और उस मुकाबले को जीते थे। यहाँ पर भी वो हाईएस्ट स्कोर करने की तरफ जरूर देख रहे हैं और मुकाबले को भी जीतेंगे, क्योंकि अब यहाँ से वो 6-7 मिनट का समय बचा होगा। 7 मिनट का समय बचा हुआ है। 44 पॉइंट है, सिर्फ 2 पॉइंट चाहिए उस रिकॉर्ड की बराबरी करने के लिए, यानी कि ये मुकाबला कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के लिए बेहतर। 50 से ज्यादा पॉइंट आने वाले। राजू बाहर, अखिल को लेकर आए अंदर, और मुन्ना भाई रेड करने के लिए गए। बोनस पॉइंट काकीनाडा क्रैकन सिर्फ 23वें पॉइंट पर पहुंच पाई है, तो वहीं 44 पॉइंट पर पहुंच गए कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स। ये वो फैंस जो फिलहाल आनंद ले रहे हैं, इस मुकाबले का आनंद ले रहे हैं कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के, रेडर और डिफेंडर्स का।
21 points. Krishna defenders heading towards that big victory. And here a pursuit attempted by Kakinada Kraken. There's Sean looking to steal away a point. Is he going to give one away? Oh, he's touched the line. I don't think he's crossed it. And the reactions say it all.
Krishna
It
defenders.
was close, but not close enough.
जिस प्रकार से फैंस हताश दिखे थे, उससे पता चलता है कि कबड्डी के प्रति उनका भी प्रेम है, और वो भी अब हर्ट टू हर्ट कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं इस गेम को। उन्हें भी पता था कि अगर थोड़ा सा हाथ और बाहर की तरफ चला जाता, मिड लाइन को क्रॉस कर जाता, तो फिर रेडर सेफ था और पॉइंट्स भी आते। लेकिन कमाल का वो टैकल पॉइंट था, उस सिर पर हाथ पहुंच गए थे फैंस के। इतनी छोटी उम्र में फैंस को वो सारी चीजें समझ में आ रही हैं, सारी इक्वेशंस को वो समझ रहे हैं। ओ, बैक दिखाई थी, राइट कॉर्नर, अपने हाथ को रोकते हुए नजर आए बरला किशोर। शायद वहां पर शिकार हो सकते थे, लेकिन अंत भला तो सब भला, खाली हाथ वापस जाएंगे बरला किशोर।
What a matchup. Munna has had a good outing as he's checked in the first half. What's he gonna do here? 10 more seconds. I think that is where the defender was the one to commit the error, and Munna will get another point.
जो पिछली डेट थी कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स की। वहां ऐसा ही मौका आया था कि कॉर्नर का प्लेयर बैक होल्ड करके डैश आउट कर सकता है, वहां उन्होंने किया नहीं, संयम दिखाया। मुझे लगा कि शायद करना चाहिए, लेकिन अब यहाँ देखा है तो पता चला कि वो सही फैसला था, वरना पॉइंट भी जा सकता है। डू और डाई एक और इस मुकाबले में आई है। चंद्रशेखर रेड करने के लिए गए, सुपर 10 की बिल्कुल दहलीज पर खड़े हुए थे। सुपर 10 ऑलरेडी कंप्लीट कर लिया है, उसके बाद ये बोनस का ट्राई किया है, सामने से ब्लॉक किया, उठाकर ले गए। और फैंस की खुशी बता रही है कि ये काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स को सपोर्ट करने के लिए आए। पहले मुन्ना भाई को जब पकड़ा गया था तो फिर ये ना खुश नजर आए थे, ये तो तय हो चुका है, काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स के समर्थक मैदान पर आए हुए हैं।
It's just glimpses, though, Monu. We're seeing one instance like this, one big moment, but does it add up to what they're trying to achieve from the season? Well, they would think, as the official calls that last 4 minutes, and this was not in slow motion, but the ankle hold from Harish there in the corner seemed like.
रेड करने के लिए गए, शिकार हुए, वो पॉइंट मिला नहीं जो चाहते थे। फैंस को खुशी का मौका मिला नहीं इस रेड पर। राइट कॉर्नर ने एक बार फिर से जबरदस्त तरीके से एंकल को पकड़ा, पॉइंट लिया और 47 पॉइंट कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के लिए आ गए, यानी कि उनका ये मुकाबला अभी तक का सबसे बेहतर बन गया है। 46 पॉइंट निकाले थे एक मुकाबले में, उससे ज्यादा पॉइंट निकाल लिए और अभी भी 3 मिनट से ज्यादा का समय बचा है। तो यानी कि 50 को पार करेगी इस मुकाबले में कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स की टीम, यानी कि अर्धशतक तो लगा लेगी, एक अच्छी चीज लेकर जरूर जाएगी।
कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स।
बहुत अच्छा टैकल पॉइंट था रायन, ये पहले अंकल्स पे प्रहार किया, वहां से पकड़ मजबूत हुई, तुरंत एक साथ मिला है बाकी के डिफेंडर्स का, सामने से ब्लॉक करने का प्रयास और उसमें मिली सफलता। 48-25 बहुत बड़ा गैप है दोनों टीम के बीच में, अच्छा खासा मार्जिन क्रिएट किया है कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स ने। वो जीत ही नहीं बल्कि एक बड़ी जीत तराश रही है अपने इस सेकंड लास्ट मुकाबले में। आई थिंक इसके बाद सिर्फ एक ही मुकाबला बचेगा इनका और वो कल खेला जाएगा। चतुराई दिखाना चाहते हैं चंद्रशेखर और वो चतुराई उनके काम भी आई है। जो बैक करने के लिए डिफेंडर आ रहे थे वो बैक नहीं कर पाए, उससे पहले पलट लिया और वो टच पॉइंट इजीली लिया है। 49वां पॉइंट आ गया कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के लिए।
And he's one step closer to that 50-point mark. And speaking of the team, of course, their highest score for them, while Chandaka Murli gets his high five, Monu, the highest margin of victory in a game this season is 18 points by Kurnool against Vijayanagaram. We will come back to that. Akhil, meanwhile, has gotten the better of Harish in that raid. But coming back to what I was saying, Monu, Kurnool versus Vijayanagaram. Kurnool won by 18 points. That's the biggest in the Yuva Andra Championship. And here, Krishna Defenders is about to set another record if they win with this 23-point margin.
देखिए, जब बुरा होता है ना तो वहां पर कुछ अच्छा भी हो जाता है और कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स कुछ अच्छा ऐसा करके जाएगी कि जो बड़ी जीत होगी वो अपने नाम करके जाने वाली है। अभी तक जैसा कि अभी रायन आपने बताया 18 पॉइंट का जो फासला है वो देखा गया था कुर्नूल और विजयनगरम के बीच में, कुर्नूल ने वो मुकाबला जीत लिया था। अभी कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स एक बड़ी जीत की तलाश में है, तकरीबन 20 से ज्यादा पॉइंट्स इस मुकाबले को जीतेगी। तो जो काम वाइजैग विक्टर नहीं कर पाई, भीमावरम नहीं कर पाई, कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स वो कार्य कर रही है, अमरावती नहीं कर पाई, विजयनगरम नहीं कर पाई, तिरुपति, कुर्नूल ये टीम नहीं कर पाई है, लेकिन वो कार्य किसने किया है? 8 में से एक मुकाबला जीतने वाली टीम वो इस मुकाबले को बड़े मार्जिन से जीत रही है और अभी तक इस एडिशन की सबसे बड़ी जीत भी दर्ज करने वाली है।
Memorable day for the Krishna Defenders. They've hit the 50-point mark, half century for them, while their opponents somewhere lingering around that half-point mark. So they've doubled their opponents. It's not just a big win, it's a massive win. And this is how we were talking, that the team should finish the season strong. Krishna Defenders showing us how you finish a season strong.
और कुरनूल ने जो जीत दर्ज की है वो विजयनगरम के विरुद्ध की है। विजयनगरम वो स्ट्रॉन्ग टीम है जिसने शुरुआती मुकाबले जीते थे। सिर्फ पहले 6 मुकाबलों की चर्चा करें तो 2 मुकाबले उन्होंने गवाए थे, 4 जीते थे 6 में से, और 2 के 2 मुकाबले कुरनूल नाइट से ही गवाए थे उन्होंने। और वहीं पर कुरनूल ने एक बड़ी जीत भी दर्ज की थी जो 18 पॉइंट से जीते। लेकिन कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स इस मुकाबले में बेहतर ही नहीं बल्कि बहुत अच्छा कार्य कर रही है। यहां पर एडवांस टैकल की तरफ देख लिया था, 1 पॉइंट गिफ्ट किया है। जाते जाते काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स को आखिरी के मिनट में प्रवेश कर चुके हैं और यकीनी तौर पर यह आखिरी रेड होने वाली है क्योंकि सिर्फ 10 सेकंड का समय बचा है और रेड में आपके पास है 20 सेकंड का समय, तो आप इसको आखिरी कर सकते हैं। लेकिन चाहते हैं कि काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स एक और रेड करने के लिए आए।
Oh well, it's like a packet of chips. You want to eat that very last chip as well, even if it's a very small one. But here, it looks like he tried to eat it, but it is not the ideal piece. Harish will finish with a tackle point, and that will officially state that this is the biggest victory, biggest margin of a victory, and the highest score for Krishna defenders here in the Yuva Andra Championship. They've set a record for their team and they've also set a record for the entire league.
बहुत बड़ी जीत दर्ज की है कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स ने। काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स के विरुद्ध इस मुकाबले में जीत नहीं, बड़ी जीत लेकर वापस जाएगी। अपने आप को प्रूव करना था। इस एडिशन में कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स ने कुछ इस प्रकार से प्रूव किया है कि जो बड़ी जीत वाली लिस्ट एडिशन के बाद आएगी उसमें एक नाम होगा कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स का, जहां लिखा होगा कि इन्होंने भी एक मुकाबला ऐसा खेला था जहां प्रतिद्वंदी इनके सामने टिक नहीं पाए। बहुत पॉइंट निकाले थे इन्होंने और उनका वो सर्वाधिक स्कोर भी रहा था, 46 था सेकंड लास्ट, लेकिन एक मुकाबला जिसे 50 से ज्यादा इन्होंने पॉइंट निकाले। कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के लिए एक हैप्पी एंडिंग की तरह हो सकता है ये एडिशन, लेकिन अभी भी एक मुकाबला खेलना है। उसको कैसे क्लोज करेंगे नजर है उसके ऊपर रहेंगे और कल वो मुकाबला खेला जाएगा। लेकिन आज के मुकाबले की राय बात करें तो फिर 52 पॉइंट कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स के लिए और सिर्फ 28 काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स। 29 रेड पॉइंट है, 15 टैकल पॉइंट, ऑल आउट के 6, एक्स्ट्रास के 2, सुपर रेड 1, यानी कि जहां से भी पॉइंट आ सकते हैं वहां से पॉइंट निकाले। पॉइंट नहीं निकल पाए तो वो सुपर टैकल से नहीं निकल पाए। काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स ने 21 रेड पॉइंट निकाले, सिर्फ 5 टैकल पॉइंट है और इससे पता चलता है कि काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स का जो डिफेंस है वो बहुत ज्यादा वीक रहा है इस मुकाबले में। ऑल आउट नहीं कर पाई बल्कि कृष्णा डिफेंडर्स ने 3 बार ऑल आउट कर दिया काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स को। 2 एक्स्ट्रास के पॉइंट उनके पास, लेकिन चंद्रशेखर एक ऐसे रेडर जिन्होंने सुपर 10 लगाकर 13 पॉइंट अपने नाम किए। तो वहीं पर हरीश ने 6 पॉइंट टोटल निकाले और हाई 5 जड़ दिया है इस मुकाबले में।
Always good for defender to get that high five. But in terms of success, more or less the same number of attempts, but 24 successful from Krishna in raids, while Kakinada. And 2 out of raids, 2 out of 3, while Kakinada Kraken could not get that feat going. But they beat them in terms of bonuses, 5 bonus points as opposed to just 3. And now I'm sure that we will move forward to the score sheets of both the teams. And look at this, 7 players on the scoring lines. And the least score by a player is 3, which is relatively high. 13 by Chandra, Komo with 7, Alepu with 6, Barla with 5, Harish with 5, Chandra with 5, and Pavan with 3. These are big numbers and a very big team performance. Well, as we look at the Krishna defenders, we will move forward and look at the Kakinada Kraken. 8 points by Munna, good performance for him. Prasad with 7, Dharmawakil with 5, Anketi with 3, Arjuni Raju with a couple, and Shravan Kumar with 1 point to close this game out. Another bad day for them in their overall campaign. Kakinada Kraken not able to get going in the Yuva Andra Championship. But speaking of somebody who got going, was GS Shaker, 13 raid points, 18 raids in total, strike rate of 72%, and much better performance from his season average.
हम्म, आज के मुकाबले में बहुत अच्छा कार्य किया है, और वो कार्य कुछ इस प्रकार से किया है, जहां जहां मौका मिला वहां से पॉइंट्स निकालते हुए नजर आए। 18 बार रेड करने के लिए 11 टच पॉइंट, 2 बोनस के पॉइंट थे और एक सुपर रेड भी लगाई उन्होंने। ओवरऑल देखा जाए तो 13 रेड पॉइंट, जो कि बहुत थे इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए काकीनाडा क्रैकन्स के विरुद्ध। टीम ने 52 पॉइंट निकाले, जिसमें सहयोग 13 पॉइंट्स का रहा है। बेस्ट रेडर ऑफ द मैच चुने गए। 1400 का चेक इनके हाथ में, जाते जाते चेक तो मिलेगा ही, लेकिन एक बड़ी जीत भी। ओ, ये चेहरे की मुस्कुराहट बता रही है कि बहुत अच्छा रहा है इनके लिए ये मुकाबला।
Very well. And we look at Palapu Harish. High five for him. Tackle success rate of 60. And he's also done 5 points better than his usual season average. 6 points in total. And Palapu Harish was a menace in that corner, constantly troubling the Raiders. That right corner defender. Look at him. He would initiate most of the tackles himself. And he loves to put the Raiders on skates. He got Shiva Prasad 3 times, Shravan Kumar once, and Syed Ali in one occasion. That is why he's the best defender of the match.
1400 का चेक इनके हाथ में, और मुस्कुरा तो ऐसे रहे जैसे 5-6 रेडर्स को पकड़ के अपने ही घर में रख लिया हो, उठा के पटक दिया हो। मुस्कुराहट तो वही बयां कर रही है।
Well, of course, the next match is going to be a big one because Tirupati Raiders are playing this one to stay afloat, to ensure that they have a chance at qualifying for Super 4. While the Kurnool Knights are somewhere along the same lines, both the teams know that this is a must-win victory, and I will join you all again at 5:30 p.m. at the Yuva Andra Championship. A big game coming before you all, live and exclusive on Fan Forest. For this one, this is Ryan along with Moon signing off. Have a nice day.
Hello, check. Hello, check. 1, 2, 3. Hello, check. Hello, check. 1. Walkie, walkie, walkie.
If I want to talk to you, how? Can I press it? Mic? Mic. Please read. Hello, sir. Are you here? Hello, can you hear me? No? This one. ఇది సరిగ్గా పెట్టు మరి ఎందుకు తీసేసావు
సరిగా ఓకే ఓకే
మంచిగా లాగు ఓకే హలో హలో క్యాన్ యూ హియర్ మీ హలో ఆర్ యూ రెడీ మైక్ టెస్ట్ 1 2 3 4 1 4 3 यस यस अब अच्छा लगे, अच्छा किया. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, 2. Check audio. Check 1, 2.
Check. Tanmay, what's up?
Hello.
Hello, check 1, 2, 3. Yuva Andra Championship. Hello, check Yuva Andra Championship live from Andhra Pradesh. Awesome.
Good evening on this Friday evening that we're all gearing up. Yeah, Friday night is still more away. I think a couple of more hours for that. But Friday evening, yeah, it's a nice day here where we will be looking at the Tirupati Raiders and the Kurnool Knights. I'm Navin Jori welcoming you all once again to the Yuva Andra Championship. Yes, it is a feeder league for the Yuva Telugu League that's going to happen from Yuva Kabaddi Series. And today, yeah, the Amaravati Crushers once again crushed the Vizianagaram Ninjas with 7 points. Yeah, they have been really on a roll on the Amaravati Crushers. Only one loss until then for them now. The Vizag Commandos, yeah, we did get that first tie, I should say, of the Bhimavaram Guardians, the first tie of the championship. That's really nice. And Krishna defenders, finally, they get to win a point with a massive score difference of 24 points against the Kakinada Kraken. And now this is Tirupati Raiders against the Kurnool Knights. Yeah, it is really interesting now in this match because it is lining up to the top four. And the top four will happen, of course, from two from the Pool A and 2 teams from Pool B. Kurnool Knights, yes, they have that 30 points with them, and yeah, if they can go ahead and win this one, they'll seal their Super 4 places. But for the Vijayanagaram Ninjas and for the Bhimavaram Guardians, the race is on. Who's going to be the second team in this Pool A table? But if you look at the other pool, that is where the Tirupati Raiders are. Now that pool is a little more open, little more exciting because Tirupati Raiders are getting a big chance because we already have the Amaravati Crushers who have a Q in their name. That means we've got one team in the Super Force. So the second team can be Vizag Commandos or the Tirupati Raiders. Because Tirupati Raiders, they have to keep winning all their remaining matches, and that too with a score difference of at least more than 7 so that they get all 6 points out of their matches. Today, Kurnool Knights will want to get their place cemented. Tirupati well in this match that's happening at the Chendupatti Ramakotaya Municipal Corporation Indoor Stadium. Well, Tirupati Raiders and the Kurnool Knights, as I said, it is what the stage is for going both is still there, and Tirupati Raiders will keep fighting and keep their hope alive. But if the Tirupati Raiders lose tonight, it's going to be a tough loss because Vizag Commandos will book their 4th slot. Yeah, and for Brahma Reddy, he really does really well for the Kurnool Knights. He's been unstoppable in that raiding unit, and Tirupati's backline has been rock solid, and that has been their biggest weapon. That is their defense as well. Panard, let's go down and welcome these two teams on the mat.
మ్యాట్ పైకి వచ్చేస్తున్నారు తిరుపతి రైడర్స్. జూలు విధించిన కర్నూలు సింహాల మ్యాట్ పై విజృంభించడానికి వచ్చేస్తున్నారు కర్నూలు నైట్స్.
ఖచ్చితంగా కర్నూలు సింహంలా వచ్చేస్తున్నారు. Definitely because the Simham there, Kamsala Shrikant of the Kurnool Knights is sitting on the bench. As I said, Bonnella Sasikumar has been entrusted the captaincy for the Kurnool Knights. Wonder why that is. Because on the other side, we do have Valluru Srinivasu, the captain of the Tirupati Raiders, doing really well as the Tirupati Raiders in front of us. Yeah, there we go. As the captain comes in, Valluru Srinivasu, very good captain on that left corner. On the right, you do have Kavuri Janardhan Reddy. And for the raiding, yeah, Gawadi Babi Nayak. Babi Nayak yesterday was a little on and off, but he's got big support from SRK. That is Sivarama Krishna Naidu is out there. Alongside with him, of course, is Sai Sankar Ragutu will will be going out there as a raiding trio. But for the covers, Hariprasad Reddy Kota and Anniyam Veerababu, who's got Kabaddi on his jersey. Anniyam Veerababu, that's really rare. We've not seen that ever in any Yuva Kabaddi series editions, a player having Kabaddi as his name. But let's see how he works out. But yesterday, Rabindranath Tagore was wonderfully good in the defense. He came out from the bench, he did really play well, and alongside with him on the bench will be Narayanapuram Durga Rao, Avvalu Anand Babu, Binde Brahmaya, and of course Gandharvu Srikant. And to welcome the Kurnool Knights, I will first welcome this man on our screen as Gawadi Babi Nayak. Look at this, 49 raid points, 8 matches, and that is what his record is. But yesterday he was very lukewarm. He was not in his red hot form at all. He was not going out there and getting raid points. He had put in 8 empty raids. He got a bonus point in his 9th raid. Yeah, troubles there. But no trouble when I have Ryan with me in the commentary box. Good evening, Ryan. Welcome to the Friday night party, or rather the match.
Oh, good evening, Naveen. Yeah, I know the ideal way to start the weekend, isn't it? Let's look at the starting lineup as well of the 59ers. We have Elakala and Fadila taking on those corner duties, and on the right cover we have Sasi Kumar, while Palla Ram Krishna takes over the left cover duties. The raiding trio, Durga Prashant along with Chadal Wada and Peleti Brahma Reddy from the left inside. The substitution lineup, Chandra Shri Sai, Kunta Srinu, Prasanna Kumar, Sampangi, Kunchala Shrikant and Ganga Suresh. So the Kurnool Knights have assembled their 7 men in hopes of staying alive in this competition. And of course, Peleti Brahma Reddy, the player to watch out for, 70 raid points in 8 matches. His raid strike rate hitting that 80 mark. Just as mighty and powerful as his name is, he is a raider, Brahma Reddy.
Oh yeah, because that raiding unit looks nice as the toss was being flipped over. Because I would want to know, why is Kunchala Shrikant not there? He's on the bench. I wonder if any injury concern. But any which ways, Kurnool Knights have won the toss, and the first raid will happen from the Tirupati Raiders to go out there. But a very big change, and an important change, I should say, because Tirupati Raiders again looking to seal their 4th spot, and Kurnool Knights should have actually understood that their regular captain Kunchala Shrikant should have been fielding into the court in the top 7. But nevertheless, he's there on the bench. He can come in whenever that's needed. 3 victories, and they need all W's on the remaining matches of whatever they've got. If not, yeah, their Super 4 dreams can be shattered. But for the Kurnool Knights, it's all here and there. But yeah, 3 victories, also 1 loss in between those victories. But they are also trying to cement that 2nd place in their Pool A points table. So it's all interesting. Both the teams searching for their victory. They're all searching for that one important exclusive slot in the top 4, the Super 4s that will be beginning from next week onwards. But right now, let's zoom into the center of the court and go to the countdown. Super 4 slot in contention as the first raid has been given the go ahead. And we see I think a women umpire there on the mat. That is nice. We will get her name very soon. But this is Hariprasad Reddy, 16 raid points in the 27 raids, Ryan. Good tournament for him, but Tirupati Raiders will want more and more from him. And he goes back with an empty raid as well.
Indeed. And we look at the Kurnool Knights last 5 matches. Their raid split 131 points, and of that, Brahma Reddy has taken big charge for that. And this is why, this is the reason. Peleti Brahma Reddy strikes and gets a couple of points.
That 41 now becomes 43, isn't it? Wow, what a start! Kicks the left corner, and Sri Sai did not get the hold on the hand, on the ankle hold at all, and then that right cover. Yeah, it was so nice. I am Veerababu came in to support Satya Sri Sai on that left corner, not to beat. Well. Rabindranath Tagore was so impressive yesterday in that left corner, but they are going in with Sri Sai in that left corner. But let's see if Rabindranath can come on. But Babi Nayak, 49 rate points. Yesterday he was weak in terms of the rating points, and even in the first raid here, he goes out with an empty raid. We were there, I guess, for that match yesterday, isn't it? Tirupati Raiders, he was pointless in the first 7-8 raids, and he just got a bonus point in one of the raids after 7 raids. Oh my God! He wanted to just jump over the defender, and Durga Prasad has been pinned down. And yeah, hands on heads. That's the reaction. Whoa! That would have been a biggest pole wall jump.
Well, those of you who play video games, you have an option to double jump, and this seemed like he was going to double jump for a second. And there we go. We have Mahesh telling us do or die in the most exquisite manner. Sai Shankar has to score. He has to do justice to that do or die call. And let's see what happens. It keeps down.
Yeah, I think he should on the mic first and then start. And now he was just clapping. Sai Shankar was clapping before he even went away to the midline, but he's got those 2 points, important 2 points that came in. Yeah, Mahesh Babu, the umpire with the do or die unique way of calling it. We just enjoyed his calling yesterday. What a lovely character. We also had him on the frame yesterday. And I think he first starts do before, I think, switching on the mic. And that's why we did not hear the do, right? You know, we could only hear or die. Only that much we heard. But yeah, Palleti Brahma Reddy, he's been good, isn't it?
Oh, very good. Very good. In fact, and take a look at this once again. He denied the dash which was attempted against him. And that is why he's been their key raider over the last few games.
Yeah, see, I am Veerababu again. Does not come in with a chain tackle. There, he came in half-minded and the left cover did not support him. There is a problem. So when, as a right cover defender, if you're going for the dash against a right raider, you need to tell your partner who's holding your hand, right? Saying that, okay, listen, I'm going to go for the charge. The left cover seemed clueless of what happened. There is Mahesh Babu. Where is he? Where is... Oh, one of our Yuva Kabaddi series teammate is covering him up. I think one of them does not want to put Mahesh Babu in the spotlight.
Well, Durga Prashant now gets the bonus. Smart enough. He's going to play that second fiddle to Brahma Reddy. That's how the Kurnool Knights have approached the game. So it is a good option to go for the bonus while you have your lead raider who's going to go in and cause the damage with touch points.
Yeah, true. And also more than that, you know what, it really happens when it is so nice. That combination works well. And see, Babi Nayak, on the other hand, was a lead raider. And now he's suddenly gone in to become a second raider. Wonder why. He's just lost a little bit of a touch. And that too, at the right time. When Tirupati Raiders want him to go out there and fire on all cylinders. I think 2 of his cylinders are not firing at all. No cannon left. But here, right corner, Janardhan Reddy. Oh, hang on. Palleti Brahma Reddy. Did he go? I think the point won't be allowed. No, hang on. The point won't be allowed because the whistle had gone off. No. Yeah, no, madam referee. That's wrong. Because you gave the whistle. The raid ended there. Now, look at this. Janardhan Reddy came in with the block attempt. The whistle went off. And the raid was concluded. And that is why I think your SRK, Sivarama Krishna there,
Captain, please come.
wanted to go in and
What is the
raid.
challenge? 3 points. Okay,
Oh,
please.
Lord.
TV umpire. Kurnool Knights challenge. 3 points. Our decision. 2 points. Please review.
I mean, how is this even possible? I will only say it's 1 point. See, the right cover was escaping. The right cover came in. Janardhan Reddy. I heard the whistle go off. Once the whistle goes off, it is raid over. For me, whatever that is, it's Siva Krishna who is safe. Whether it is 1 or 2 points, that's okay. Whether the right cover was also being touched and Janardhan Reddy, that is okay. But not this kick, Ryan. Definitely not this kick. And not in the spirit of the game. It's totally against whatever the decision is, but for me, it's against the spirit of the game. Because you heard the whistle, as a raider, you're ready to raid, isn't it? And suddenly, one of your opponent raider, Brahma Reddy, just tries to take undue advantage.
Sir, jersey number, sir. Jersey number, sir. Last number, jersey number.
Okay. The decision coming.
999. Okay, sir. Thank you. Review successful. Raider safe. 3 points. Colonel Knights. Jersey number 1 and 12 and 9
I mean,
out.
the officials decided that, okay, we will stick to that, but in my books, it should be only 2 points. But it is just totally against to the spirit of the game. Ryan, I know you will not go in there and put your tongue on the sword, but yeah,
No,
the
but to
whistle
be
went off,
honest,
man. Yeah.
yeah, I agree. The whistle did go off, and that's where Brahma Reddy. You got him on frame, doing it.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
And
And right on
yeah, I
cue, right on cue. Okay, forget whatever the decision was. Let's not talk about it once it's decided. Oh, nice ankle hold, nice ankle hold, and Babi Nayak under the pressure of the do or die raid, and just does not escape at all. Manikanda with that nice ankle hold. Yeah, but again, as I said, whatever the decision is, let's stick with that because the official's decision is the final one. You don't have to go back and change it. But what I was trying to really explain here, Ryan, was I'm happy that our team got the do or die raid right on cue. It's a super tackle situation, and Durga Prasad has crossed the midline. It's the all out. It is the all out. He swept them up clean, and Tirupati Raiders,
Number 3 and 19 out.
in their quest to stay alive in the Super 4, have not begun well in this match. But how did our team get that on cue? Imagine they have counted the do or die raids. For me, that's the first in 1,400 matches. Our PCR crew, I think, counted the do or die raids. They got it on cue. They put our man Mahesh Babu on the frame, and he went in do or die raid. And I think, or somehow there is some coordination that's happened with the walkie-talkies. You know, whenever the next do or die raid comes in, let us know. We will put the camera on him. I think probably that's what it is. Don't want to reveal too much secrets of sports production, but I think that's how it worked out.
definitely, I think what happens in the VCR room stays in the VCR room. And, yeah, as we said, that was a very good call to switch it up on the right time. And speaking of that, Naveen, even in the previous game, we will definitely come back to that as the tackle will be coming through. Struggle was on, he stretched his arm out, but the dangling hand was also taken care of. And a point again. Well, this time a tackle point coming for the Tirupati Raiders.
Yeah, right. Finally, after the all-in, their tackle works out, and once again, oh, look who's back. I think Rabindranath Tagore is on the mat, on that left corner region. I think that's why the tackle was so successful. And Siva Krishna gets to raid now. And initial few seconds of the raid, he just tumbles over. Yeah, right cover, Bunela Sasi Kumar, the captain today of the Karnool Knights, commits that error. But Ryan, they got that one do or die raid correct on cue, on camera. But I challenge our team to get the next one. What do you say?
I'm sure they are up for the challenge, and yeah, we will make it a do or die instance for them as well. As Brahma Reddy is now coming, great strike rate of 200. He's I'm sure even if he played cricket, he would be an explosive batsman because
1 point Karnool Knights.
Yeah.
Jersey number 8 out.
But for me, now he got the 6th point in my books. My books are a little different. It always sticks to.
He's dealing.
Yeah, I mean, my book always is logically correct sometimes. You know, play for more logicness. But yeah, 7 points on the scoreboard, 6 points on my book. As Sai Sankar, he's got this doubt, isn't it, Ryan? Whether he's a raider or defender. I think he stepped into the lobby. He's just fake claiming something. No, sir. Oh, do they have a review? They can take it.
Jersey number.
They can't take it if they are so very confused. Dhanush agrees and goes back. But I thought he went into the lobby.
Substitution.
Where was Dhanush?
Tirupati Raiders.
In that right in.
Jersey number 8 out.
Oh, big
Four
kick.
in.
Big kick. Good claim. Very good claim there from Sai.
Indeed, onto the shin to secure that point. And speaking of the right capture at right time, now in the previous match, we had students from the school joining us, watching the game live at the stadium. They perfectly caught an instance where the kids there were playing kabaddi, not literally, a little more aggressive form of kabaddi, but on the stands they were fighting each other. And the timing of it was so perfect because we had similar action on the mat.
Were you commentating on the kids game? See, anything fascinating doesn't catch their eyes. Let me say that. Oh, ankle hold. Brilliant. This is the most fascinating ankle hold, I should say. And oh, they have stretched his hamstring. They have just stretched his hamstring even more. He's already bandaged. With that hamstring is Sivarama Krishna. And they have just kind of pulled it. Unintentional. Totally unintentional from Podiala Karthik. The ankle hold was good. He was trying to escape. Yeah, as a raider, he needs to do all those maneuvers to escape, but I think he's just stretched his hamstring a little more. Oh my god. Yeah.
It's got to hurt. It's really painful, especially when you're put to that split situation. And given his height, his legs would stretch out so much. And
Yeah,
it is in a way where he's forced into that position. Like for a normal person, for anyone who's tall, I'm sure Naveen, you can relate with me. For us to even try that split,
true, man.
it is so difficult. And if you're forced into that position, that's got to be very
Yeah.
painful.
Don't ask me about that. I mean, you've been in those tangling situations. He needs rest. He completely needs that muscle to come back into his position. And thankfully, he's not hurt his groin. Oh, he's been carried off. That was a strong ankle hold. In the quest of escaping, he just probably pulled a muscle, especially the hamstring, the muscle behind the thighs. And you know what? Yeah, see, we tall guys, generally, we have this tall appearance, big stature. But sometimes what happens is when you don't work out on your thighs, on your calves, on your hamstring, now that is the problem. You need to have strong legs. And yeah, he's slim, he's tall, as Palleti Brahma Reddy will look at it and go back with an empty raid. And you've got different exercises for different parts of the body, but there is no exercise even now, I think for the hamstring. To strengthen the hamstring, I don't see any physical trainer. Of course, physio has it. Physio can come out there and get your hamstring back into shape if it's injured or whatever. But do you think that there is any exercise for hamstring strengthening? I don't think so, apart from any stretches, as Babi Nayak also goes back with an empty raid.
Right.
The neck, there we go. That's the hamstring position. That's exactly where the ice pack has been placed. There is no workout to strengthen that one. That area is generally softer, weaker. And if you relate it to the great mythological character, this is a big
Raider safe. 1 point.
frontal block that was being attempted, but not to be, as Dhanush will escape. I was just trying to say, Ryan, if you relate it to the big mythological character who was a very good example for how friendship needs to be maintained, along with Karna, is Mr. Duryodhan. Even he had that hamstring place a very weak spot.
Bonus point. Tirupati Riders. Right.
Indeed, Naveen, and yeah, I mean, as you said, very good point about how there is no traditional exercise. The same way we think of squats, there's nothing direct onto your
Yeah.
hamstrings, as Durga Prasad gets a point. But thanks to technology, today in the gym, the regular leg extension machine has been upgraded to have a machine to have an alternate exercise called the hamstring curl. Let's listen to the timeout and get back to that discussion.
Yeah, but see, he's a player. He's Kanchala Shrikant. We don't have a mic on him, so try and go the other way, probably. And also, yeah, very correct. You know, correct. The upgradation probably is okay, but again, as you said, it is not direct as well. I understand what you're trying to say, the leg extensions, but then that is also a form of extending or stretching the muscle, isn't it? I'm trying to say there's nothing to strengthen your hamstring in terms of how you strengthen your thighs. You have those squats, you have those leg workout exercises, you have something to strengthen your calf muscles even.
Jersey number
Nothing
17
to strengthen
out.
your hamstring, as Babi Nayak once again has a hand touch on money and goes back. Isn't it, Ryan? I don't see anything to, like, say, bicep curls. You don't have curls to strengthen your hamstring. Kind of a weak spot on every human body. 100% is his rate strike rate in this period, and he does prove it right.
Riders
Palleti
save.
Brahmareddy.
Point. Karnoolu Knights. Jersey number 3 out.
Good point. A very good point. And this is why all their raiding duties has been given to him from the last few matches. We saw that stat at the beginning of the game, how he has led the charge for the team on the raiding front. In the last few matches specifically, he's stepped up to the occasion. And we were talking about that, right? Babi Nayak, Naveen, you were telling, especially the last few games, he's not really gotten his ideal form. And how important we realize, right, for a team in the closing stages, the business end of a championship like this, how important it is to step up into the occasion and rise up the way Palleti Brahmareddy is rising up time and again.
1 point. Karnoolu Knights.
Lovely,
Jersey number 1 out.
totally lovely. No doubt at all. And this is the period where the Tirupati Raiders should understand. You please get back another Raider now. Injury to Sivaramakrishna. That's what we are trying to talk. He's their leading Raider. So when he's not there, and Tirupati Raiders, they will be short of some Raiders, and they are, remember,
Riders save.
fighting it
1
out,
point.
fighting it
Tirupati
out
Riders. Jersey number 7
to be in
out.
the competition of the Super 4. And that is why I think Sai also is doing double duties generally, isn't it? He's a defender, he's a raider, goes out there, gets points now with that running kick, and now they get another defender in, I guess.
Oh yeah, we saw yesterday how Sai Shankar was more or less doing a lot more on the defensive side as opposed to what he's usually doing on the raiding front. So he will hope to put that to practice, but Durga Prashant has put what he's done in practice. I think he's continued his efficient raiding time and again. Shrikant the victim this time.
Yeah, correct. But also, you see, you relate to Bobby Nayak. Now he needs to step it up, because when you don't have Sivaramakrishna, he needs to understand that he needs to step up as the lead raider that he's been drafted into the team as, isn't it? He just plays on the back line, just tries his hand on the back line. The defense knows it. They will not just fiddle with him too much. They give him a bonus and send back. And now these two are raiders. These two are predominantly some raiders. That's it. And Sai is not happy with the way
Riders save. 1 point. Karnoolu
Bobby
Knights.
Nayak
Jersey number
did not
19
come
out.
into the support. Yeah, there you go. He's still angry in the super tackle situation.
I mean, there again, it is. You can't expect the other player to know that both of them are traditionally not even if they are in a defense situation.
Yeah, correct. Nothing.
They're not one of.
Yeah, Bobby Nayak, of course. The last man standing. He's got the bonus point and he will get a touch point also. Nice. Manikanta at the last dying minutes of that raid. Just thought he had a nice angle to cover Bobby Nayak down. But he just did not. He just did not try and get a proper grip on him. He was just revived, isn't it? He was just revived.
Another point there, and once again, Bobby Naik has to go into that situation where he has to save his team from the dreaded all out. His team's already trailing, they would not want to concede another. And this is where he's gotten the bonus, he's attempted it. The bonus should be secured. Can he power his way through? No, he cannot. He is dashed out successfully. And the all out has been inflicted for the second time now.
All out, Tirupati Raiders.
That's the problem, isn't it, Ryan? That's the big problem. You know, where they are not able to get what they want from this match, especially after Sivaramakrishna's injury. They all come in. They all come in with a combination tackle, especially from that left cover. Nice dash from Palla Ramakrishna to send Bobby Nayak out and inflict the second all out as well. And now for the Kurnool Knights, you know, it's easy way through. And Tirupati Raiders, if they are not changing their strategy back, it will be tough. And once again, Bobby Nayak, he indulges himself in the tackle and goes out. And he wanted to just go in and have a surprise tackle from that left end. Idea was right, but the position where he was outside the back line, which was completely wrong.
Well, I mean, while I have you, I wanted to always understand this from you. You've been exposed to Kabaddi for so long, and I'm sure you'd have the right way to point this out. If you notice the Yuva Andra Championship, it's been so raid oriented. We've seen so many games cross that 50-point mark, so many Thunder 20s. And what's different? Is it the style of Kabaddi that is there in the state of Andhra Pradesh? What are your thoughts?
See, again, if you really look at how Andhra has produced players, especially I would rather call it as the Deccan Plateau itself, the entire Deccan Plateau. You know, you've always got good defenders. You've always got those people like, say, you know, from Tamil Nadu more often, like big guns like Jiva Kumar and everybody, and Dharmaraj Charlatan. They're all been very strong defenders, isn't it? You know, and this is a new age of youngsters that we are seeing. Nice way, Ananda Babu goes in and attacks the left corner. And if you look at the entire Dravidian side of the country and the teams, they've all produced some good defenders. And if you want to really relate to someone as a good raider, that can have a lot of discussion into it. But these are players of new generation players going in, and this is the new kind of blood that we are actually watching in the world of Kabaddi. And everybody wants to perform, everybody wants to be there, take that responsibility. And during that, what is happening is the defenders are trying too much. See, it's all about, defense is like you set up a trap and wait for your prey to fall in. That is not happening. They're going all out. They're just, you know, wanting to go out there and put up that dominance over the raider. That is why, see, if you take off all the points, 2 tackle points here, 3 tackle points here, and that is why you see so many raid points in this tournament of the Yuva Andhra Championship. And if you look at the next page, see Palleti Brahma Reddy, 11 raid points, and tell me what is the top defenders' points in this entire tournament. In this entire tournament, the top defender's point, I'm sure it will not be more than 30-35. I'm just vaguely guessing here. We have not even spoken about one star defender. See, 20 attempts from the Tirupati Raiders. What is that suggesting? That is suggesting the defense is not setting up a trap. They are actually going all out with advanced unsuccessful tackles. And if you look at those numbers, advanced unsuccessful tackles will be more than the Raider going in and snatching a point away from the defense. And that's the problem. They're not able to settle down, play a little classic kabaddi. Look at Jiva Kumar, look at Dharmaraj Charlatananna. Try and see these are all strong defenders for what? They just played classical kabaddi.
Right.
They wanted to stay on the mat. They gave the pressure to the opponent. They gave the pressure to the Raider. They did not get pressurized. And even if you look at the entire, Yuva Andra championship,
Right.
you will know how many points have the do or die Raiders taken off. Look at this. Look at this. Here also, what is happening is Palleti Brahmareddy's points as well were 11 points today, and you just saw that frame where the defenders are trying to stop the Raiders not once but multiple times in the same raid. So that shows they don't have a plan.
Great way to put it. I mean, I think you hit the right point, especially that new age kabaddi. That does make a lot of sense with regards to how the game is played here. And finally, a tackle point to start the second half. Dhanush went in deep, and the right corner had an easy prey to catch.
Yeah, and then Kanchala Srikanth is coming at the right time. I think for the Kurnool Knights, they want to just seal the door if there is any Aage ka rasta left for the Tirupati Raiders. And if the Tirupati Raiders lose this one, the Vizag will be really happy as well. The Vizag Commandos, they will say, okay, listen, we will start our Friday night party because we can become the second team from our table to go through. It is so important. It is so important now for the Tirupati Raiders to get some points. And once again,
Kurnool Knights.
Sai has been blocked, ankle held, and then thrown away outside the lobby.
Look at him. He was blocked, ankle held, and still he gets up like a warrior and heads back. And that reminds us of his story. He's succumbed to 2 injuries, major ones, which almost stopped him from playing kabaddi. One on his knee and one on his arm. And knee injuries, they can be very, very dangerous for any player in any sport. And still, he's regained his fitness and he's back here at the Yuva Andra Championship.
Yeah, it can derail the whole career.
One defender also out. Jersey number
Yeah,
14
okay.
from Kurnool Knights.
Right, Kurnool Knights have lost Palla Ramakrishna as well because I think during the dash he bounced off. Maybe there he takes his leg off. He takes his leg off. That's nice. Good observation there from the umpires. Yeah, see, that's why we are having this tournament, isn't it? For the young Andhra players to try and understand and change their strategy, right? Whatever you have in theory, it'll only stay in the books. It'll only stay in the rule books. Whatever you apply practically on the kabaddi mat, that will be your lifetime experience. And whichever player changes his strategy, does well, will fly to greater heights. Someone who does not want to change his strategy, someone who does not want to learn, someone who does not want to, get the better of your coaches, the teams, the cameras, the angles of the entire Yuva Kabaddi series, he will not even take off. Forget flying.
Well, to lay that in corporate terms, it's basically if you're ready to learn AI, you will keep your job or else you will lose your job. You have to adapt. It's very important. And Brahma Reddy did not quite settle, and it's Rabindranath Tagore who adapts to the raiding style and tackles the raider.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I'll tell you what, Yeah, nice back hold, no doubt at all. Wonderfully coordinated on that defense. As of course, Babi Nayak comes along. Hey, you just mentioned AI, Ryan. I know the need of the hour for all the corporates, for all the software tech giants and the corporates so-called need that AI coming in, artificial intelligence. But tell me something. if everything
Jersey number
gets
1 out.
into the AI mode, who is going to do the other human resource work? Because someone needs to operate the AI as well. So that's why you're asking to learn AI. I get it. But who are you selling it to? You know, if everything is AI, everybody's doing AI, someone needs to buy it, right? You need to put it to the end customer, consumer. That consumer is someone human only. And imagine if that human has lost the job and has not got buying powers. What are you creating in AI and what are you selling it to? I feel this is just a phase of everybody trying to get their hand into AI, and later they will come back to the normalcy. Just imagine the man who needs to buy the AI stuff, if he's not got a job, there is no buying power left at all. So what will AI do? As Bobby Nayak is coming to the super tackle situation, he will not definitely rely on AI, he will rely on his own skills. And will get a point because he relied on his own skill.
1 point.
That's brilliant. At the dying moment of the match, rather the raid, he just gets that hand touch on that right corner. Yeah, he confused the defender, isn't it? As long as possible, is Manikanta. Yeah, he just confused him, saying yes, no, and then finally relying on his own skill. Man, did you get what I said? It's a long shot, but did you get the gist of it?
I did, and it's very true. There are still several factors where, or instances where AI cannot entirely be integrated. But I think the perspective from which AI is coming along is it is the integration of AI to make regular things a lot easier and efficient. So I think the idea is to improve efficiency at the end of the day. Even from a sports perspective, it becomes so much easier for athletes or even for people working in the stats lines to resort and integrate AI, and it becomes much more efficient.
Yeah, very true. As efficient as Bobby Nayak is getting in this second half. Yeah, just that difference now. They're trying to close in on. Durga Prasad comes in as the last man standing. Can he go out there as that raider who's not revived too much? Oh my God!
Right is safe. Bonus plus 1 point.
Unnecessary once again from Shankar out there. Yeah, he's got Jana as his name, but his name is Suresh. Yeah, but very true that integration needs to be correct. But because of that revival, he saved the all out, and I think Bobby Nayak
Right
will
is
once
safe.
again get 1 point and come back in.
Jersey number 16 out.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, right. The madam got angry there, saying, "Okay, go on. I've given the whistle." Yeah. Everybody now is just using. I don't want to mention the software's his name. AI for various other things to create their own reflections, to write emails, or whatever that is. They need to come out of that one. And again, the all out has been saved.
There we go. And we will know in a few years where that's going to take us. But Bobby Nayak has taken his team closer to the Kurnool Knights. A super 10 for him. That's his 11th point. And we were talking about how he's not perhaps struck the way he should towards the end of the season. Here in this big game, he's produced that and he's apologized to his opponent out there.
Yeah, Palla Ramakrishna, because he was kicking him. What has happened? Come on. In the last 5 raids or 6 raids now with Durga Prasad, as he gets his super 10, Bobby Nayak goes in, gets one defender out. Then Durga Prasad comes in as a last man standing. He gets a defender out. Then again Bobby Nayak goes in. Then Durga Prasad. It's been give and take. So, see, this is the example what I was trying to say. Where are the defenders setting the trap? How are you just allowing the raider to soak up that pressure, come in deep, and get that pressure? Bobby Nayak agrees that, okay, I did not touch you. Now, with the back hold, Bobby Nayak going in for the struggle. Can he twist and turn and go through? Was there a neck hold? Was there that shoulder lock? I think the super tackle will be awarded.
Super tackle. 2 points. Kurnool Knights.
But first instance, I think somewhere the defender done Bobby Nayak in, saying first attempt, He said, I touched you. I said, I touched you. But then the defender did not agree. And then Bobby Nayak went again, thinking that he'll get a point, but he was sucked into that super tackle. First super tackle. So somewhere Kurnool Knights escaped the all out somehow. And it's led by Durga Prasad. And Kanchala Srikanth comes in.
That was a big one. That was a big moment. Because that all out would have given Tirupati Raiders the momentum as well, heading in with this 11 and a half minutes that's on the clock. Anand Babu now will definitely try to get the point. Did he get it? Looks like he has. Yes, he has.
1 point.
And Tirupati Raiders will bring them down to 2 again.
Yeah, lovely, lovely. Thankfully, now Bobby Nayak might be revived, or rather, I think he's got a couple of more raids. Yeah, a couple of more points to be revived earlier, right? And they will try to have it with Anand as another defender. And there you go. That is where he is sitting still. Durga Prasad, he will get a bonus point. He will go back. He will try his luck with another defender in the super tackle situation. He's already put Bobby Nayak down. Maybe.
Bonus point to Kurnool Knights.
Yeah, there we go. As I said, bonus point. But whatever that is in the years to come, let us see how the world will use the artificial intelligence.
Rider safe. 1
But
point.
whatever it is,
Tirupati
the
Raiders.
name has it. It
Jersey
is
number 6
artificial.
out.
Artificial sweetener, artificial salt,
Time out. Tirupati Raiders.
artificial oil, anything is bad for health. Again, no coach as well here, so no mic. I think they will want to understand who will be leading the raid, because Bobby Nayak now has been revived. Okay. For the Tirupati Raiders, he needs to understand. Just need to understand he needs to be on the mat, because there is no Sivarama Krishna. And if they script a comeback from here, that will be a big aage ka rasta that they have found out. Tirupati Raiders. It will be, I think, the big daddy of all comebacks, probably, that we have seen. And the reason why I say that is, Ryan, because of the stakes that this match is carrying on. Ankle hold. That's a surprise from Sai. Durga Prasad will be sent on the bench. Enough is enough, they say. And it's the all-out that's been inflicted. Well, it was a situation where he would once again come in and get a touch point and save the all-out. He did it thrice. But here, Sai says, okay, my friend, just go back on the bench and give us this all-out. We want to script a big comeback.
Substitution. Kurnool Knights.
And I mean, every point matters, especially from Tirupati Raiders' perspective. And the fact that the bonus also was not given away is a big factor. It was just 3 points, including the all-out, given to them. And I think
Correct.
that if they go on to win this game, again, that 1 point would turn out to be so crucial.
Very true. And even a tie match will not do any good here for the Tirupati Raiders. Let me say that. If we can have that mini points table somehow, I don't know if that is possible, of Pool A. But we can try and get the comparison. Why are we looking at this so tightly? Because it's Vizag Commandos who's also looking at this match with open wide eyes, with all the retina completely brightened up. But nothing there from Bobby Nayak. He attempted the bonus, goes back, 10-point lead. And Durga Prasad, okay, if you are Durga Prasad, you try to stand there, kill the clock. Just try and make the defense of the Tirupati Raiders get irritated. Don't dive into it. Yeah, that's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. He's crossed the balk line. He's made the raid legal. He just gives a little glimpse that he's going to attack and goes back. Yeah, for Pool A, we will get that mini points table whenever we can show it to you, people watching live on FanCode. But the reason why that is so important, Ryan, not even a tie for the Tirupati Raiders will do any good. You know, as he attempts a bonus, he gets it, breaks the do or die raid chain. And now this is the second raid that's coming on. And remember, this was the man who actually fooled Bobby Nayak, I should say, is Palleti Brahma Reddy in that super tackle situation. And he kicks strongly on that left corner and goes back.
Jersey number 3 out.
Yeah, because he's kicked the strongest, one of the strongest defender, I should say, Rabindranath Tagore, on that left corner.
It's been a while, I think a couple minutes or more since he scored.
Yeah.
And now it's back to that 10-point affair. And the Babu has the bonus available as well. Is he going to go deeper to search for that bonus? And for them, the time is against them, so it's important. If he's sure of not getting a point, he needs to head back, and he's done that.
Right, right.
Yeah, because, you know, the onus is now on the Kurnool Knights. Just imagine if the previous raid from Paleti Brahma Reddy was an empty one. We would have heard the sound do or die raid from Mahesh Babu here. And now Durga Prasad has no pressure. He can play on the back line. Don't go too deep inside in that left flank.
Kurnool Knights.
Running bonus, brilliant. We'll have to check that. It's a skill that is very, very rare. Amazing workout on that running bonus. Strategic timeout, and I think this is the time for us to have a look at the Pool A points table just after the strategic timeout, maybe whenever we are ready. Now watch this. That running bonus, it's a skill. Durga Prasad just shows that he's going to take a bonus on that left flank, then runs in, attacks, pushes the right cover behind. I am Brahma Reddy. Oh, amazing, isn't it? And just under the nose of Babi Nayak. That running bonus, that's some skill. No AI used there. See, I'm not against AI. I'm against something where that is spoiling the nature. See, we keep talking about global warming, carbon emission, greenhouse effect, and all that. To create one email correctly in the right format that you write and ask the software, which I don't want to mention here, you know, give it in the right format. Imagine to write, I think, some 500 words. It takes 1 liter of good, clean drinking water, because the systems of AI needs to be cooled down. And that is why California was up in flames, burning. So many crores of dollars
Jersey number
gone
8
in,
out.
gone in the flames, in the ashes. That's where it is. That's where I kind of not vote for it. As Babi Nayak votes for himself, kicks the right corner, gets a point, goes back.
He does that to keep it at this 10-point differential. Kurnool Knights won't mind it. And Brahma Reddy,
1 point.
look at him
Knights.
once again
8 out.
taking charge. The pressure was not on him.
And I love the way that he uses the lobby to turn, isn't it? Wonderful. And now let's look at that points table that we are talking about. It's Tirupati Raiders under pressure. That is why they are under pressure. Because it's the Kurnool Knights, of course. This is Pool A, which we have got. Kurnool Knights, if they win, they will go on top. Vijayanagaram Ninjas will go down. This is as per the match situation. They will get 36 points. This is not the problem. The problem is Pool B, where Tirupati Raiders, okay, he gets point.
1 point.
Did his best to
Jersey
stop
number 14 out.
on that occasion. He did his best out there. It was Palla Ramakrishna. Couldn't stop Babi Nayak. But on that Pool A, we'll check it out. You know, for the Tirupati Raiders, where do they stand? And this is why I keep saying not even a tie will help them. And Paleti Brahma Reddy has been hugged and pulled down by Babi Nayak. Wow, what was that sort of a tackle? It was a knee hold, lifting him up, pulling him down. Well, okay, they made a virtual cradle for him.
Or a cradle out of him. But
Out of him, yes.
But I think again it is important because it's consecutive points first of all, and they've gotten Brahma Reddy out. So this is the moment, given the time, the situation. This is where the side has to go hard with that full throttle and look at winning this matchup, because it's now or never. This is the moment. This is where their entire Yuva Andra Championship campaign lies.
True. Last 5 minutes, yes. This is what it is. Vizag Commandos, they will be really happy and cheering for the Kurnool Knights. Because here, if they lose this, they stay on 25. And even with the remaining 2 matches, they cannot make it to 36. They cannot do that one. Now he's claiming a point as Anand. And he's swearing on the mat.
Official timeout.
Tirupati Raiders. Okay. Referee madam has just official timeout. And they want to discuss. Sasikumar denied the point. Did the decision come in? Oh, hang on. Did the decision come in first?
Captain, please come.
We did not see the decision come in, Ryan, or hear it.
No touch point. Please.
But they've given the point to the Tirupati Raiders.
TV umpire, Kurnool Knights challenge, no touch point. Our decision, 1 point. Please review.
And let's look at what happened there. Nothing there. Looks tight on that one. The jersey, that's what Anand was claiming for.
Okay, sir, thank you. Review unsuccessful. 1 touch point, Raider safe.
Lovely. I think it's a jersey touch. And Kurnool Knights have lost their review as well as Bonela.
Review over. No more.
Sasikumar goes back on the bench. But Ryan, 10 points and leading it in the last 4.5 minutes left. Without Sivarama Krishna, it will be a problem. And that's why I see Kanchala Srikanth, he's an experienced campaigner, comes in, he will kill the clock. Definitely kill the clock. Oh, you can't even complain. What Sahi did was wrong, isn't it? He did the right thing.
19 out.
I mean, it's two ways. One is, you know, the other team's going to kill the clock. So if you get that small opening to try and get him, might as well go for it. You're trailing, and that's what Sai was engaging on. And now it's back to that 9-point affair. Anand Babu, a multi-pointer raid would be ideal, but at this point, they would take even a point if they can secure out of it. And we're headed to the last 10 seconds of the raid. Anand Babu, can he go through that block of his? No, the support also has come in. Kurnool Knights want to say good night to the Tirupati Raiders out here.
Kurnool Knights. Right. Got back.
Yeah, true. Kanchala Srikanth. Amazing. That's why I was shocked when I saw his name on the team sheet that he was sitting on the bench. And how can that happen? Was a big question. Kurnool Knights, and even they are fighting for that Super 4. Remember, and this is why. See, he knows the game. And if you really look at the defenders, the top defenders, it's somewhere Kanchala Srikanth who comes along, and Voluru Srinivasu, the captain of the Tirupati Raiders, comes along. But Kanchala Srikanth for me has been a revelation. He can raid, he can control the team, he can defend, and I also have compared him many a times to even Lokesh Gosalia.
That is it. 1 point. Tirupati Raiders. Jersey number
Quick
14
point
out.
for Bobby Nayak. Meanwhile, he was and he got past that so easily, and now his team will hope to get a quick tackle point. It's not a do or die raid, which means the raider Durga Prashant has all the time in the world. 16 points in this match, 9 touch points, 7 bonus points. Naveen, it's I think if he had some more time, he would have perhaps gotten a Super 10 with just bonuses. And is that his 10th touch point? Yes, it is. Prashant having a field day.
Jersey number 12 out.
Yeah, and because all those bonus points have come in, remember, during the all-out situations. He saved the all-outs not once but thrice, I think, on consecutive occasions. And last 2 minutes, I think, last 2 minutes of the Tirupati Raiders in the Yuva Andra Championship 2025 for sure. Yeah, because a 10-point loss without Sivarama Krishna cannot do anything. But Bobby Nayak is playing well. I like this because even if the team is out, and they don't qualify for the Super Force, what happens is it's that Telugu Kabaddi League that's going to happen. That's really important. Of course, that will happen after Yuva Telangana Championship, but the Telugu Kabaddi League will be a draft of players from Yuva Andra Championship and Yuva Telangana Championship. So it's nice that you keep performing, even if your team is out. You just keep knocking on the doors of the franchisee owners, the stakeholders, the selectors, the coaches. So that'll be nice, and that's where Babi Nayak is kind of looking to shine.
Last 1 minute.
What happened here? Brahma Reddy just got the bonus and went back. Yeah, okay.
Last 10 seconds, Babi Nayak. Well done, Babi Nayak. Brahma Reddy this time decided to go for an instance where he can try and stop the opposing raider who's standing up to him face to face. But yeah, he's not much of a raider, is he?
True that. Very true.
Kanchala Srikanth taking his time. I mean, coming back to that format, you have to see how brilliantly every Yuva.
Yeah, true.
Right is safe. 1 point. Tirupati Raiders. Jersey number 16 out.
Yeah, last dying minutes in this match. And I think Kurnool Knights have eliminated Tirupati Raiders comfortably out of the Yuva Andra Championship 2025. And they will stay on top of their table. Well. And that's the end of the match here, Ryan.
Match over.
And I think they've also given themselves a much better chance, as they're in a much better situation to finish in that top 2 spot and proceed to the Super 4. But for the Tirupati Raiders, we have to feel for them, Naveen, because they had a shaky season all throughout. But still, if you look at the fact that they missed out on perhaps their best raider, SRK, Krishna, who unfortunately got injured this match, they're just going to sit and think, what if things just went their way?
Yeah, true. Kurnool Knights, yeah, they do clinch that Super 4 spot, leading the Pool A, and they probably will have Q written in front of their name. That's what this match is panned out to be. But an amazing time. This is the full-time score. See again, Ryan, the defense is generally been weak in the entire Yuva Andra Championship. And that's why we see so many Thunder 20. And you see it, and even Raiders who've got Super 10s, they just don't stop at that Super 10. They always get 14 points, 16 points, right? It's always been more than 10, always.
Great feat. Yuva Prasad becomes the first player to get both the awards, Best Raider and Best Defender as well. And one for him to celebrate. But we look at the successful race, 24 out of 41 by 28 out of 41 Kurnool Knights. Tirupati Raiders 6 out of 32 in terms of successful tackles, more attempts, while Kurnool Knights had a better tackle efficiency rate. In terms of blow-die rate, just 2 times we got to hear Mahesh's voice, and out of that once the Tirupati Raiders were able to captivate. Bonuses, quite a lot of bonuses. Not the year end, but a lot of bonuses were given. 15 points in bonuses.
Yeah, true that. And this is what I was trying to talk about. See, even Babi Nayak, even on the losing side, see what has happened. He's got 18 straight points. Sai Sankar, I'm literally, just feeling for Sai Shankar because he did not have one set duty to perform, whether it's a raiding or defense. He had to do everything, and 18 trade points. So that's what I was trying to say. Where the defense is not settled at all, we still want to know which is the top raider. Probably the defender, I should say, who's got the most number of points.
Meanwhile, for the Kurnool Knights, massive numbers for two of them. Of course, Durga leading with 20 in total on both the ends of the floor, while Pelleti Brahmareddy 14 points as well. So he's consistently scoring those big numbers, while the rest of the team combined for a total of 8 points. So team contribution is also there, but it is always one or two players that steamrolling high number.
Yeah, very true. Very, very true. And yeah, 18 rate points. Durga Prasad was good. See, I like the way that he went out there and saved his team from the all-outs. Right? That exactly is where he is the lead raider of the team. That's amazing. See, these are the situations where he used to go in, come out, used to go in, take those points. Yeah, this is a situation in the second half. 18 rate points and 7 bonus points. So that also gives us a story that how weak the corner defense was today of the Tirupati Raiders, isn't it?
A good moment for him as Czech is presented, and he is the best raider of the match. I'm sure he'll also be happier that his team is in a much better position, perhaps more or less likely to progress through to the Super 4, and he will be back with us again because he's the best defender and he has 100% tackle success rate, Naveen.
Can you believe that? Yeah, I mean, that's how crazy this match has been. Because you see Pelleti Brahmareddy actually flummoxing or fooling Bobby Nayak on the location, and that super tackle for Prasad. Now one match, 2,800 rupees. Happy Friday night. Wherever he's going, tag along.
And the only one in Yuva history to have gotten the best defender and best raider award as well. So he's
I think we've had few. I think we've had few.
match.
Yeah, we have. The history books will tell us, but we're only countable. Very, very countable number of players. But yeah, Kurnool Knights, as I said, will have few written in front of their name. And 2 Qs to the pool B. The Tirupati Raiders eliminated officially. And the Krishna defenders, well, they're having a horrendous sort of a tournament. And they just need to do something better. But Tirupati Raiders, yeah, big miss where Shiva Ramakrishna was injured. And I think he should just nurse his injury, Ryan, instead of just trying to come back and play a match, because that might not have any effect on the team's progress. But for himself, he just needs to relax and get well, recovered very, very soon from that injury.
Oh yes, we will hope that he is back and able to close out the season in that last match tomorrow. But tomorrow being the last day of pool matches, we'll first see Amravati Crushers up against the Bhimavaram Guardians. And the second game at 11:45 AM will have the Dwaizak Commandos and Kakinada Kraken going up against each other. Match number 39, soon after which Krishna Defenders taking on the Kurnool Knights. And the last game, match number 40, to close out the pool stage, we will have Tirupati Raiders and the Ninjas going up against each other. Pool A still has a lot to play for, while Pool